And Blork it is. Blork shall be the intro because the intro is Blork. Now you're unmuted.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
We're still technically waiting for a D-Train, but...
That's not where that banana was!
Lork.
Okay,
That's-
Legend, banana time's over.
No, he can
The
finish the
great
race.
entry.
Can't believe
Stream
you
can't
used
see
that.
Legend playing Mario Kart.
I can't believe you actually used that controller. That was funny.
So you just yell banana in the middle of D&D. It happens.
I mean, I won't say that...
I got that with ink on my screen!
That's impressive, Legend. That's very impressive.
There he
Hey,
is.
it's a
There
D-Train.
it is.
Is.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
everybody.
D-Train,
You
did you
can
get
dodge
my
a blue
my
shell,
videos?
you can dodge a ball.
Wait, what? What?
Did you get my videos?
You sent me videos?
That's a no.
I assume that's a no.
I sent you them over Discord.
You did? I have not been checking Discord all that often. I have been
I mean, hey,
extremely crazy because my schedule moves around. It's not a set schedule like it used to be.
yeah. I was gonna say, like, if you're busy, you're busy. It's fine.
It
King.
sucks who
That is
sent
the
me it.
only race I won tonight, and it was a race. I earned that one.
Congrats, Legend.
You went out with a bang.
Hey, nice.
The last thing I see
All
you
right.
sent me on Discord, Zatsu, was this Bardic Inspiration thing.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
will
wanted
now-
to show you.
Shut up
Oh, okay.
about Mario Kart and actually play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Is Beyond still down? I have not opened my sheet.
No, it's working fine.
Cool.
It's
It's been working fine.
Catrolius,
Yeah.
Yo.
when do I have to decide by?
You'll have some time, but there'll be a point you'll definitely know when you decide.
Okay.
Hmm?
I told D-Train something.
That's fair.
I figured I'd give him warning so he wouldn't just go into as what Magic players say, go into the tank and think.
Mm. You need to
I mean,
start up stream.
I
on
live in the
Discord.
tank. The tank is my home.
I know, and it's so
I
much fun to
Legend
put you
always
there,
lives in
Legend.
the tank.
It's so much fun to put you there when I'm
Catrolius,
playing games with you.
you know me well enough to know, Catrolius. I'm still not going to make up my mind until that point comes,
I
right?
know.
As long as you know.
I do, but I want to give you the option.
I'm a procrastinator by heart.
I know. And I live with this concept as well. So I wrote a
I'm
recap.
dehydrated. I'll be back.
Pardon.
Controlius, start up stream on Discord.
Did I not start stream?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't start streaming the Discord. Yeah,
No.
you're right. I didn't.
hi.
Alright, everyone. Discord stream.
Oh,
Go.
there's a 10th Doctor.
Yes, I've been here.
Ben, the 10th Doctor.
Well, I didn't hear you say anything till just
Oh.
now.
You were the last one to show up.
Justifiably, there were a lot of people talking. All right,
Did we?
recap.
I did write a recap, kind of.
I did too.
Wait, no Grandma Morgan Freeman voice?
No, Grandma's still on vacation. And as much as I considered pulling out the Morgan Freeman voice, I took a nap instead.
Fair. I also need a nap so bad.
Imagine taking a nap.
I know. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? Attempting an indistinguishable action repeatedly with an expectation of divergent results. Within the gloom, the heroes of 7 farms treaded upon the heels of the silent steps before them. Through the darkest tunnels, beyond the victor's theater, into the breath of Golg. Before the blazing Mount Golg, the sweltering haze was brought asunder by the guardians of the Gurgian Forge and the traitors of weak and fragile. Springing into action, the assemblage toppled their giant opposition, though not prior to the unintended flight of the foolish boar Calidor.
Or
Landing within the reach of a pillar of magical energy, Kaladar proved himself. Do you remember
Oh,
the
fuck,
definition
do
of
it again.
insanity? Lunging aggressively, Kaladar repeated his prayer actions, fist thrusting towards the column's magical energies. Repulsed backwards, insanity was proven, as Kaladar lunged deeper into the mystical buttress, engulfed by extraordinary intensity. Survival came not through inner strength, nor through luck this band lacks, nor through rigors endured. Survival came through grace of a great and powerful and blessed ancient wizard, who is near the end of his patience with abject stupidity.
So Thrawn writes this one.
Yet survival was gifted. With this gift and strength donated, the champions claimed victory from their colossal adversaries. In an implausible finale, Kaladar suplexed the Elder Darkling into the lavas. From the smoldering corpse, a coin rose, sitting upon the lava. Collecting the first of a sextet coins, the band retreated into the forge for a respite. I did not write everything y'all researched. Cause
Bro, that whole recap was just Kaladar is dumb and I'm mad at him.
just
it
a
has gone on record that Thrawn is the recap.
Yep, in character.
it should also be noted, Thorn was definitely asleep during the entire fucking research, so he doesn't know what y'all researched. That's just
I
why
would
when
like
y'all
to cast Identify on the pillar.
okay. Just to do a note of the rest of the stuff that happened. Y'all did do research. Obviously, you forged some gauntlets, forged some a belt. You found more map placements in the Underdark of Hammer of Truth, Seat of the Dragon Mother, Stairs of Solemnity, the Cube Maze, the Tablet of Yaru.
Wait, these are locations on the map? Did you say
Yes.
that? I missed that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Okay.
They're on the map that y'all can see that I'm not putting on stream because I'm not having that fight. You found something about.
The map is still a spinning, not loading thing.
Is it
by
really
the way.
not?
What? Where?
Damn it! What the fuck?
Map
In
channel.
Talking about
Map channel.
uh,
Yeah, it does seem to not be loading.
Very
Yeah,
strange.
Bidoop. There's a pinned
Hey,
message
it's
that's not connected to anything. Well, I will fix that while I continue this. You also found information about Rulik Mons, who apparently is someone to collect information from.
There's the map.
There's the map. And
Controlius,
yo,
I need you to make, at least if you're not going to put it on the map, I need you to make a movable "You Are Here."
you are
we
currently
are
at the
in
thing at the bottom.
bottommost one.
I want it.
Cut
At
the anvil.
out a little arrow out of construction paper.
We
or
can
something.
talk about a You Are Here star later.
Yeah.
We're at the anvil.
I will make one for the next time I do it.
Also labels.
Yeah. I mean, no, labels are not there for a reason. But yeah, I should put labels.
Question mark everything we don't know, label everything we do.
Okay.
Well,
enough.
it's mostly because, not to insult your drawing skills, but I don't know, looking at a lot of this, what exactly it is.
Oh no, you can insult my drawing skills. That's not good.
If I look at
I'll
everything
insult your
really
drawing
hard
skills,
and
but I'm gonna
try
insult your
to
drawing
just
skills.
imagine what the goal was, I can figure it out.
Like the Pokemon Stadium kind of looks like a dollar bill.
Wait, there's a Pokemon Stadium?
It looked like
It's
a
the one
stadium
right
until
above
you
the
said
anvil.
Oh, that does look
Yeah.
like a dollar bill. I thought it was a dollar bill. I was like, why is there a random dollar bill
Dollar bill.
there?
I love Pokemon.
Anyway, point proven.
He's putting the map on the stream and it's too big.
Yeah, it always is.
Right click, fit to screen,
Under what? You told me this last time.
transform.
Thank you.
Oh, Grandma putting you are here.
What happened?
Yep.
Go back to the map channel, D-Train, you'll be happy.
Okay,
dumb.
so what is what of what Hippo found?
So the thing in the bottom left-hand corner is the cube maze.
Uh-huh.
Let's not go that way.
The thing in the top right-hand corner that looks like a little tombstone is the Tablet of Ur.
Uh-huh.
The thing next to the obelisk is the seat of the Dragon Mother.
The wait, what?
So
The middle one of those three at the top right.
yeah, the
is
middle
the
one,
obelisk.
the one that looks like a little, let's call it a snake, is the
It's a
obelisk.
slug, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
the slug is
Wait,
the
there's a
obelisk.
snake?
The thing next to it is the
Uh-huh.
seat of the Dragon Mother.
Okay.
The big thing in the center is the farm
Yeah.
Shell came from, the 7 farms.
Yes, I got that.
That
much.
makes
What's above
sense.
it?
That's the
It's like
Hammer
a
of Truth.
tree.
Come
Oh,
on.
we gotta go get the Hammer of Truth.
No,
I
Um,
don't
no,
know
we
what
don't.
the Hammer of Truth is.
Yeah.
The bottom right-hand corner, up right above the question mark, is the Stairs of Solemnity.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And we have other random objectives in places that are definitely not marked on the map. Got
yeah.
it.
Well, every objective that y'all have is on the map.
Wait, which one
Some-
were the
Something about the
Vampire Mind
cave
Flayers?
keeper.
That is the little dark spot in the top. That's the cave. The big slot's the dragon area.
Oh, is that supposed to be a dragon in the middle of the big spot and
Yeah,
in the middle top?
Julius,
Yeah.
top middle.
Mhm.
Is that the dragon or the Hammer
Yes.
of Truth?
That's the dragon.
Where's the
The
Hammer
Hammer
of
of-
Truth?
Immediately
Below
above the
Little
thing in the center.
one right above the middle one.
Tiny one.
The tiny circle north of the farm.
Yes.
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 Okay.
And the
That
big
is
thing at
not
the very
the
top is the
description I
dragon.
heard the first time, and
Oh.
that's fine.
The big thing at the very top middle with what looks like might be an exit door is the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
The exit
Mhm.
door is the cave that you're supposed to
Bro,
go
we
to.
need a table of contents, like a little legend on the side.
But-
Not to be confused with the Resident Legend.
Uh-huh.
I didn't mark the exit. The exit's on the top right.
And then there's 2 hippos.
Also, the exits
Okay,
you see
cool.
are not the only exits. It's just the exits you are aware of.
Yeah, I somehow missed, even on a re-listen, that you were referring to map locations. I just thought they were stuff in books that Hippo found.
So what Hippo found was stuff in books, but you were able to add them to the map.
Okay.
Somehow.
Alright, now that we know where things are.
Then
I
it's
would like to
Identify.
cast Identify on the pillar.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to roll an
please.
Arcana check.
Did we do a long rest? I don't remember.
I'm casting
Yes.
Identify. Do I get anything for using a spell dedicated to this task?
Oh, well, guidance.
I mean,
Well, that's sort of-
so I'm having you roll Arcana because I want to see how much the spell does. I have a, if you nat 1 it's basically tiers of how much I'm telling you.
Understood. I will roll the d4 in case 30 happens.
I need to roll the D20
Christ.
Amazing.
after.
Oh my god.
I know everything about this pillar that can be observed.
You didn't nat 20, so not quite.
So as you examine the pillar and you,
The nat
using your
20 gets me to things that can't be observed.
yeah,
Fair enough.
the nat 20 is when you realize this seems to be on a table with a bunch of large giants around him with dice and books. As you observe this tablet and cast your Identify, while normally the tablet seems to absorb or reflect magic, or the pillar seems to absorb or reflect magic, you're able to cast around this usual defense and able to focus into it. For a brief moment as the spell is casting, you do see words flowing around the column, and they seem to vanish before you're able to focus on what they are. you're able to determine that the magic is a pillar. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to say.
Take your
Don't
time.
hold too
Okay.
high, bud.
While you're doing that, can I roll the d20 for the way or woe?
Sure,
Cool.
Is it a day?
it's
I
a new
guess
day
so.
technically.
It's been 10 new days.
The only
Odd.
nat one that I'm actually good about.
Odd.
You're odd.
The pillar is an ancient magic that seems to be held tightly in place. They seem to connect to an ancient nemesis of some sort.
I will now look up secondary meanings of nemesis because the meaning I'm familiar with means nothing in this context. Okay.
I mean, Nemesis is just like an enemy, but usually it's quite specific to a
The
certain person's enemy.
Top listing of nemesis in the Oxford Dictionary is the inescapable agent of someone or something's downfall. The second entry is a long-standing rival.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so.
He did just pass the Pokemon Stadium.
Uh-oh.
From the
And then there
best
was
you
the
can
dark one.
tell, these columns were placed. Though they seemed immovable to you, something about them, they have definitely been placed in specific spaces connected to something. Though, with your limited understanding of the magics around them, even identifying it, you're unable to tell the specific cause for the placement.
Okay.
It sounds like I rolled an Arcana check without using Identify, and that's fine if you don't want to give me information.
It's so.
So I know we don't have a world. We kind of have a localized-ish world map that's hand drawn. Would there be any rhyme or reason or pattern to where we have encountered these before, if we were to like pinpoint them out on the map? Because we saw one in the
Petroleus
swamp.
would be the type to pull a Full Metal Alchemist.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, we saw one in the swamp. We saw two in the Silver Tongue Manor. We saw
two in the Silver Tongue
Manor. It was one in the Manor, two in the Clock Tower.
One in the Clock Tower.
I thought they were one on each side of the door.
Yes, you're right. There were two.
Two in the Clock Tower. One. Was there one in the Waterworks?
Don't remember it.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, question is asked. Because I have nothing visually to reference this, really, for all the locations.
I have a vague understanding of how the world's laid out, and I would need the Underdark placed on the map because I don't know how that fits in, but I don't think there's a pattern.
Well, we don't exactly know where the Underdark is per se, because we kind of got teleported here. Although
Yeah,
it is,
I'm not requesting the Underdark to be placed on a map. I'm saying that's what I would need to concretely say I don't see a pattern.
What is the thing that had the feather on the map?
What thing?
So if you
said it
go from
placed
the
it as
farm to
names?
the right, that's the screen where we found the feathers. The screen. I'm sticking with that.
What's that area called, or do we not know what it's called?
You don't know the name of it.
Okay.
So to complete your identify, the column doesn't have a name that you can tell. There is you rolled high enough. There is a cursed energy about it, though the curse seems to be contained.
So there's, I was slightly distracted. You said that there is curse-like magic going on in this pillar, but it appears to be contained.
There's cursed energy about the pillar, but it seems to be contained.
Okay.
From the best you can tell, this is likely similar with every pillar you've confronted.
Okay.
So barbarian, stop touching them.
You don't have this information, Mr. Soup.
I mean, you can
Are
share.
you gonna share with the class?
I was about to, if he's finished.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Yeah, this is well after I've finished the belt. I'm gonna go talk to Cal.
Uh-huh.
Hey, big guy, are you liking the belt?
Just 2 thumbs up.
All right. I've got a favor to ask. He's not gonna reply. I'll proceed. Don't
No,
go
just
jumping in pillars
wait.
anymore. There's curses in there, and I don't want to have to deal with that.
Who is he talking
Is it a
about?
new day?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Grandma. That's a lovely map. That helps a
I'm gonna
lot.
activate my tattoo at him saying this.
Are you? Oh, you're activating your tattoo? God damn it!
Yup.
If there's any
Is-
like visible sign of the tattoo activating, I am going to catch him because unless he's sitting down, I don't have the context.
Are we on a different day since the last time we
I
used
don't know. I'm probably just sitting on like a
The
stool
rest.
somewhere.
This
I'm
is
good.
technically the last morning, the morning of the last day before, or the morning of the day that you would, after you
Right,
finished
I
everything.
got my
Day 51,
notepad
basically.
out.
Okay.
Cal is also technically still owed about 7 visions.
I gave him 2.
That's what I said.
As your sight goes black, there's a brief moment of just darkness, and then you start seeing lines drawn around, going up to the sky, and then stopping in a ceiling and seeming to make a circle. And there's multiple lines, and they have seemingly no rhyme or reason among them.
Okay, I'm sorry. What are they doing?
There are lines coming up from around where you are going upwards towards a ceiling that's high above you. And then they're making like a little circle in the ceiling. Like each line goes up and makes a little circle, a little ring, and then fills it in. Almost as though it's a rope going backwards to where it starts.
So they're forming a rope type shape.
So there you see lines around you growing upwards, almost as though they're ropes rising. And they'll hit the ceiling,
Yeah.
and then they'll make a little circle, and they'll be in a circle, and they're look like they're connected to that. And there's multiple lines coming from the floor around you, different directions. There's no particular pattern that you can tell.
They're all going to the same circle, or are they making different ones?
They're all making an individual circle.
Okay, that was the question.
Yeah, they're all. Oh, I'm sorry. They're all making their own individual circles. So that none of them are connected directly.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a fair question. Some of the circles are close to each other, some are far apart. But again, there doesn't seem to be any pattern to them.
Yeah, I got it now.
And as you're seeing these circles, you hear Kaladar.
Sure.
Kaladar.
Like, is it whispering it?
It's whispering almost right in your ear. I will find you.
Mm-hmm.
Get the aboleth in there. I was like, yeah.
Welcome back.
A quick question for it. And do I recognize the
No.
voice in any way?
No.
Okay.
Roll a
that
wisdom
even-
save, by the way,
what's that
Kalidar, as you
even-
wake up.
What's that even spelled?
Another vision.
Is
If
this eligible to Flash
that
of
one-
Genius? Never mind.
So I will just say this: you are now frightened.
Man, I did this
I mean,
to
frightened.
prove a point that touching the pillars was a good idea.
You're right. You're frightened.
Uh, no.
Well, I guess I don't share the information since I am frightened.
I mean, no, you still can. Just whatever that thing is has you frightened.
Catrolius?
Yeah.
Can he be frightened?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not there right now, right?
I should be. I'm usually everywhere he is.
Yeah, but you'd have to. You
yeah,
have to break
you're
into
right.
song.
Train, please don't be vague and tell me why he wouldn't be frightened.
His song.
Guard has a thing.
Yeah, he
'cause
has a song, but he would
always
have to react
I
to
don't.
it.
I have counter
I don't
charm.
think you
always
had a
prime.
way to react. Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't have a way to react to this. I'm
Yeah.
just all of a sudden frightened.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can
fair.
you can sing to break it, but he is
From
instantly
everyone's
frightened
point
when
of
he comes
view.
out.
Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to check because I remember I told you I want to always have it primed just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, basically, you break into song. Sure, I accept.
Has Cal woken up yet?
Yeah, he's awake.
Cal, what the hell? I was talking to you.
See, it was a good idea. The pillars are great.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I just saw something.
I'm starting to not trust this tattoo all too much. If there's curse magic going on in those things.
Look,
No
bro, I
kidding.
just saw the most crazy thing. There were lines and there were circles. Lines were going up. Also, something is looking for me.
Can we try to remove
Oh,
the
cool. We
tattoo?
have another thing in common.
Yeah. Some whispered into my ear saying it's gonna find me. So
Look, is that an
you know.
option?
What was
that's
the question,
cool.
Tatsu?
And I wouldn't have known that if I didn't
could
have
try to
this
remove
pillar
the tattoo.
tattoo.
Hey, Barbarian, did that voice say it had a certain set of skills?
No, it was
Okay.
just really creepy.
I was asking if
And,
we
yeah.
could try to remove the tattoo, if that's even an option.
Ah.
No.
I mean, I didn't think so, but
Can I see the tattoo? I'm very curious what's going on with this thing, because I don't trust it anymore after investigating the pillars.
Kalidar obliges the thing that gave him the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Thing.
The thing that gave him the belt.
Can I identify the tattoo?
Yes.
I will do that.
Can you?
I mean, yeah, technically it's a magical item.
I am aware that this is supposed to be a spell rot tattoo for a level 4 spell, which is breaking rules, but we don't care.
Yeah, it's. I mean, no, that's what it identifies as. It identifies as a spell rot tattoo.
It doesn't break rules.
Yeah.
Spell rot tattoos are for level 1 spells, which is the rule that
Oh,
it breaks.
that's
but
the rule
again,
they break,
we don't
yeah.
care.
Yeah, because
No,
so it's
it can be up to 5th level.
Okay, then artificer spell rot tattoos stop at level
Yeah,
1, and
Yeah.
that's
in
where
the
I'm
description.
getting confused.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
just the higher the spell level, the higher rarity of the tattoo.
so it
Yeah.
Yes,
Back
and
to
you're
what I
not good
was-
enough.
Go on, Catrolius.
so it identifies as a spell rot tattoo of crimson column or a tattoo of divination. It connects to the crimson columns that you've seen. Does it? I'm trying to remember if it identifies what else it says.
And how you got soup
I
here?
will read the text out loud again if you want me to.
I mean, I'm gonna pull it up.
What about soup?
Does anyone else
Oh,
want to hear the identify text?
sure.
You
Oh,
choose
you
one
got a
object
new
that you
map,
must
Soup.
touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic-infused object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any.
Okay.
You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Okay.
Hmm.
A lot.
That
If
is,
you
yeah.
instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So I guess
Ah.
I know what spells are currently affecting Kalidar.
Okay, so
what spells are affecting Kaladar right now?
I mean,
All
you
of
wouldn't
them.
know what it's affecting Kaladar, just the tattoo, right?
I want you to
But what
roll
if
a
there's
D100
I
legend.
touched a creature while investigating the tattoo by circumstance, so I assume this would happen. You want
Yeah.
me to roll a D100?
Yeah. So you learned
Good
that.
day to roll a 97.
Good day to roll a
Oh
97.
my god! All right, how many spells are affecting Kaladar? Let's see.
So
27.
you can tell that the spell does not require attunement. I don't think.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, no,
Requires attunement by an idiot barbarian.
Okay, no, it doesn't.
does not require attunement.
And take
I
your
have
attunement
attuned to
slots,
2
though.
items.
Yeah, you're right. Neither of them is the tattoo. Doesn't require attunement. Has one charge that recharges at daybreak. And there are currently 2 effects, 2 spells affecting Kaladar. The tattoo was cast through a spell, though it looks like the spell was cast through spell rot magic, which is what placed it from the column to him, which is one of the effects. The other one is, because you're 97, is a curse that is unconnected to the tattoo.
You
Oh,
see,
he has
I
a
told
curse.
you that I didn't trust this thing.
I said
We've got a curse
unconnected.
on our hands.
And I tried to
It's
remove it.
Unrelated
I
to the
feel
tattoo,
pretty
he
good.
said.
Yeah, he
Run
said
that
it
by
was
me again?
unrelated.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I feel good
So-
doesn't mean that it won't come to bite us in the ass later.
Wait,
We're very good at talking over each other when
We
there's
are.
a question happening. Run that by me again. The curse was unrelated talking to the dungeon master?
Unrelated to the tattoo.
Okay.
Yep. So he drew the
Wait.
wrong conclusion and everyone else heard it.
Yep. Seems normal.
wait, guys, I'm cursed? What's going on?
Didn't you just buy something not too long ago?
Oh god, no, it's the stone, is it?
Al, can I go through your bag real quick?
Since I know I have a curse affecting me, sure.
I'm gonna take his bag and place it like 20 feet away and then identify him again.
So, Kaladar, I
Doesn't
want you to
matter.
roll a will save for me.
Oh, what?
A wisdom save. I said will.
Yes, save will.
Hold up.
Save a will.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
So I'm just
I-
gonna act like I'm just gonna say that the luck stone would probably not be in his backpack.
Okay.
Hey,
If
first
that
of all, that, and
changes
second of all,
anything.
it doesn't do anything. Like, you can't remove the luck stone, and if it's cursed, you can't remove it. So it wouldn't even make sense to put it in a
Why are
backpack
we
and move
stopping
it.
me from doing something even if it's not going to work?
Okay. So I'm not stopping legend. I want Will to roll a wisdom save, and then I'm aware of
Does
what
me
you're.
having the luck
No,
stone
I want
on
you to
me
roll
and
the
not in
wisdom save,
backpack?
Kaladar.
Gotcha. Rolling wisdom save. Man, I'm really good at rolling
Okay.
wisdom saves.
As you take your bag, you shortly shuffle through it a little bit, and then hand it to Arcalcos, and just seem fine with it.
Yeah, I will place the bag 20 feet away and run another identify.
Same results.
That's what I thought. Alright. To the best that I can tell, it has nothing to do with your bag, but I would not put a lot of faith into that conclusion because I'm not super familiar with how curses work.
I mean, you can roll an
I don't-
Arcana check if you want to.
I don't assume I would be any familiar with how curses work. I can't even learn to remove curse
Wait,
yet.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
can,
level
ru-
9.
you can
Wait, I
run a
would be.
check.
I would be.
You
'cause
would be.
The Naga put a curse on the Yanti.
So roll a. So if you want to roll an Arcana check too, you can. It's up to you. I will get to yours in a second. Okay, I saw it.
Everyone figuring out what's wrong with Kaladar.
I assume I would do everything I can to figure this out as the guy who found the curse. I like another 26.
Jesus
Yeah, that
Christ.
sounds good.
So this is the order I'll go in. I'll just go in the order of that y'all rolled because it makes sense.
Roll
So,
another
Trixie,
wisdom
through your
save.
magic studies, you are aware of curses. You're aware that curses on items tend to be connected directly to the item, and if someone attunes to the item, the curse is then affecting them. Though most cursed items require attunement. Um, through
On your
your
luck.
um, through your history with items that with part of your village being cursed, Narcira, you're aware that once someone is cursed, they may not necessarily be aware of it. It may be affecting them in ways that they cannot tell. Um, but it would the impact would affect them totally, and they wouldn't be able to remove the item without some amount of outside interference.
Okay. Can I
With
just relay all that information to them?
yeah, yeah. With
Yeah.
this information relayed
I'll do
from
that.
Trixie and Narcira, Arcalcos, as you sort of look over what Kaladar has and his bag and his equipment, it seems like there are only two items attuned to him. One being the newly built belt of the fire giant strength, and also the luck stone.
Okay,
I feel like
well,
Legend's gonna be like,
I
it's not
highly
what I
doubt
built.
I built a cursed item, so I think we need to talk about this stone.
I
Am
mean,
I
if you
rolling another
identify
wisdom
it,
save?
you should figure out if it's a cursed item. No,
I
wait.
identified the
He's
stone in the
already
shop, and it
identified
was
it.
a luck stone. It came back as nothing, because identified does that on a lot of cursed items. We've been over this.
Yeah, Identify doesn't tell
Yeah.
you if it's cursed all the time.
I mean,
Well-
it says it specifically, I think, even for the luck stone thing, that if it looks like
All
one.
right. Now what? Am I rolling the wisdom save again?
Why? I mean, you can't unattune
There's
from
a-
it, and that's it.
Mm,
Now tell me, do you like this
guys,
stone?
yeah, the stone is great. It's only done great things for me so far. What
You're
are you guys
sure?
talking about?
What does it
Yeah.
even do?
It's lucky.
All right.
It makes me good.
So, I've learned a few things about curses in the last 5 minutes talking to Trixie and Nasira. And that tells me that you are cursed either by this stone or that thing that's making you feel really strong.
I mean, the strong thing's pretty good, but there's no way this luck stone could be bad.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not like we can change anything about it. Knowing that it's cursed, I don't think we have a great.
God.
All right,
Yes,
here,
we
Kaladar, give me the belt.
understand, Grandma.
Give me the belt and we'll run it again, and we'll see if you're
I-
still cursed with the belt off.
I mean, do you not need to unattune
No,
for a
no,
couple
you just gotta
hours?
trust me, man. It's good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
No, you're cursed. We gotta figure this out.
I feel like unattuning and attuning takes like a couple hours,
Yeah,
right?
it takes a couple hours
Grandma,
to
we
attune.
get it.
Long rest.
Sure, why don't you
Just-
like
You like
roll a
that,
pers-
Give it
sure,
a
why
little
don't you like
rest.
roll a persuasion at this point
I think if you want
or
to.
something?
I mean, you can
You want
always
to
roll
leave this
that.
up to a die roll? Sure, but usually player-to-player
Listen,
interaction does
I
not
got
have
a
dice.
DM from Controlius, okay?
I mean, if I'm not going to stop you from trying to roll, and whatever you roll, you're going to have to go with that's how persuading you are. That doesn't mean they're persuaded. That means how persuasive you are, and you have to go with that. So if you roll a one, you have to be as unpersuasive as possible. If you roll a nat 20, you get to be as persuasive as possible.
I don't like using dice in player-to-player interaction. That's not how this should work.
No,
Why? It's D&D.
yeah, no. Let me put it this way. Let me repeat it. It doesn't change. It doesn't guarantee that you are going to be. He's going to convince you. It's how persuasive he gets to be,
7.
or or in some cases, how unpersuasive he gets to be.
Sometimes the die roll is called for.
I mean, with this one, it's kind of not really up to me.
Oh, it's up to you. If you want to
no.
save it, you gotta.
I will
Player interaction.
I will say that this was not a 7, this was a 5.
Well,
What are you talking about? This was legend rolling this.
Oh no, I thought you were trying to persuade. I thought it was the opposite direction.
No,
I
he's telling me
Oh,
to hand over the belt.
um,
With me
Information
knowing
has
what
been
I
given.
know,
That is some
I
information.
feel like this is something you'd have to persuade
Oh.
me into doing.
then yeah, I mean, Legend needs to speak like speaking along with dice rolls how that works. Doc, roll a sleight of hand for me.
okay.
Okay.
Roll a perception check, Kaladar. Advantage.
Jesus, okay.
I'm
Well,
going to Flash of Genius Doc Sleight of Hand. I
It's just
started saying that before I saw the dice.
I would only be intentionally trying to hide this movement from Kaladar. Yes,
know.
our Calcos would probably see this.
Will, I want you to do a wisdom save at disadvantage.
let's go. No, wait, no, this is bad.
So as
Seven.
Arcalcos and Kaladar are trying to convince each other that the stone is bad, the stone is good, the stone is fine, don't worry about it, I'm good with this. Xenia sort of sneaks around and sort of reaches towards Kaladar's pocket where he keeps the luckstone. Arcalcos still not being incredibly persuasive, just trying to almost repeating himself, does see it, does cast the Flash of Genius. Arcalcos, or I'm sorry, Kaladar is very connected to the stone and feels like something's going wrong, but with his attention once again pulled to Arcalcos, he doesn't see the stone being pulled forth. Kaladar, you are now unattuned to the stone.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
That's not how that works.
That's
but-
how I'm making
Yeah.
it work.
Don't argue with
Okay.
the dungeon master. He makes the rules.
Alright, cursed items are no longer an issue for anyone.
Is there a lava anywhere nearby?
Yeah, you're in a volcano.
So,
I chuck it.
Okay. Roll a wisdom
You
Well,
wanna
save
he
see
for me.
paid
this?
for that.
Wait, hey, I'm not attuned to it.
You're
Why
right.
am I to take
Roll
a
a wisdom save anyway.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That is a 13.
You still throw it.
Is it?
Okay.
Thought he was gonna pull the good old Lord of the Rings thing on him. Throw it in the fire. No!
as you see the
My precious.
I
as
assume I'm deleting the Luckstone now.
yeah, delete the luck zone. As you see it fly into the air, Kaladar, you're sort of torn. You want to grab at it, and it hits the lava, and you're doing your best to hold yourself back, and you see
I'm doing my best to also hold him back.
and you see the stone sink into the lava, and there's this puff of smoke that makes a sort of floating smoke skull as it raises in the air, and you hear an otherworldly scream as the stone disappears
Hey.
into the lava.
You feel better now?
I think he's upset. with us.
Yes.
How much did you pay for that thing? 10 gold? Here, take it.
Was it not like, but more?
Ah,
No, it was 10 gold.
It's like that guy was trying to get rid of it or something.
keep the gold. I just have a new mission now.
To kill the dude who sold you that?
Don't kill him.
I'm
I'm not.
not sure that's fair. We're not
Murder?
sure if he knew it was cursed.
I'm not saying any specifics.
I'd be. Never mind.
You know, now that we
Well-
know it's cursed, it wouldn't be a surprise if he knew because of
I'd be
how
down for
cheap
that.
he sold it for. Anyway,
Well,
that's taken care of.
Also, to speak out of character, this was not like an item that has the curse as like a very key part of balancing it. So I doubt that all cursed items are going to be that easy.
Yeah. This was
What do you mean?
I mean what I mean. This item was probably an exception for how cursed items will work in the future.
I was under the
don't-
assumption the doc was going to toss into the lava immediately, which is why I had you unattuned to it.
Yeah, but you can't just unattune from a cursed item. That's just not how they work. And if you want to change that, then you gotta change it in either for everything or it's gonna be inconsistent. I
Yeah,
don't know
Well,
what
if
you
it's
want to
in the
do.
lava, how can I be attuned to it?
Yeah, it's the fact that I knew it was going to get
Technically
destroyed.
did the events in the wrong order.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Well, I don't have my luck stone anymore. My numbers look sad, but are better
Well,
than
your
yours.
numbers were negative before.
I
but you
know,
didn't
but they
know it.
look so nice.
All right. Well, we've been here a week and a half. Are y'all ready to go?
Where?
I have a question. Where are we going next? I vote out.
Nah.
Out.
I could use a break from this heat. We've been in here 10 days, and boy, if I could sweat, I'm sure I'd be sweating buckets.
Can't
Now you're just
confirm, you
leaking
sure
oil?
would.
Don't think. Yeah. Well,
I am still a little curious about that, like, triple fork in the road we saw a while back.
You want to go down to one of the other paths?
Wasn't there a band of like mind flayers we were gonna deal with down here?
I'm still not all too keen on approaching a plague of beasts that are very dangerous and have been made even more dangerous.
Fine.
Is the plague of mind flayers on our map?
Bookshelf?
It's the stairs lead to them. Let's put it that
Okay.
way.
Did someone get bookshelf?
Where'd Doc
Doc
go?
has left.
Oh, Doc's back.
is back.
He's back.
all right. Just
Okay.
for me.
Welcome
I'm
back.
back.
Hmm.
Also, controller start streaming again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you.
So if we go to the stadium, then we can go left or right.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does kind of look like a stadium. Let's go check out those other paths next to it.
That
I guess.
There was a fork in the road. Might as well. It's the only way out of this place.
were those paths there before?
Yeah.
Let's go. I
I
started.
I
have a
had to
bad
keep
feeling.
Nasira from splitting from the party. I had to like shout all the way across the thing. The sound carries well though.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bad feeling about us going towards the stadium.
Well, it's
Well,
not
it's
always
wrong,
bad.
been
Well, we
it's
don't
been
really have.
there sitting there.
Yeah.
We don't really have a choice.
I mean,
Yeah,
do
let's
you
just
see
go.
another way for us to go?
We already went through it once and nothing happened. What could you possibly be scared of?
It looks a
Do
little
you
familiar,
recognize?
though.
Do you recognize the arena-looking thing from somewhere?
Yes, we've already been through it once, and I just have a funny feeling we're not getting through it a second time scot-free.
You're
As-
being awfully subtle. What's going on here, Soupy?
We'll be on guard. Don't need to worry.
Come on.
Onward.
Yeah, let's just go to the stadium.
I mean,
As
we gotta
y'all
go through it.
walk through the area, you come up towards the stadium. Like once again, the room is dark and unlit. You walk into it, and there is once again the big click and a flash of light on the center.
Does that every time, huh? Okay.
As you enter the room, you hear from the other side a young voice going, "Ah, prepare for trouble."
Can we just do a U-turn?
Now do I
Here's
decide?
Yes.
Something,
Well,
something trouble.
think you're thinking about it at this point, D Train.
I figured.
As you come up further, the second light turns on, pointing towards the train. Let's call it a champion's box before you, which is empty. And then another click, another beam of light on the champion's box on the other side, and you see a young man in tattered armor and a green cloak floating beside him, with a giant smile on his face, pointing towards your group. "See, you've returned."
Oh, hey, it's Gerald.
Wait, who?
Wait, we know this guy. Has Caliber met him?
You've seen him.
Yeah, this is the guy that like locked 3 of us in a box, and you were real concerned when Soupy you couldn't get back to Suplex.
my god, control is the image.
Oh, yeah,
Ronaldinho
that's right.
soccer.
Things I forgot
Oh.
about.
Alright, this is the session, I guess.
Alright, well, I just start walking towards whatever
Yeah.
door we're headed to.
Yeah, let's just go to the exit.
So, as a note, the doors appear to be closed.
Even the one behind
Are you-
us.
The one
Are
behind you
you
is still
sure
open.
about that? Let's see if I can do something about this.
And Posy
Or
goes,
do it
no,
any-
no, no, come on. Don't you run, you stupid slime.
What are the doors made of?
Can I use my paint to draw on his face?
Stone. So from the
No.
best you can tell,
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
So for the best you can tell, there's a barrier around each of the boxes with just enough. It seems like just Suplex would be able to enter, and there seems to be a barrier stopping walking beyond the midway point. Some sort of magical barrier.
Is that a no?
So, where are the exits then?
So there's one behind you. There is a door that's closed behind him that you can tell. The initial one that you came through when you're on your way down here is on this side, and it's over here-ish, behind the barrier. And there's another closed door on this side, again behind the barrier.
Also conveniently behind the barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Gerald, what's the deal here? What do you want?
How
Since
many
when
feet
his
is
name-
it away?
Since
Why?
when is his name Gerald?
Why are you calling me Gerald?
I thought that was your name.
Is that not your name?
Okay, well,
No.
he looks kind of like a Gerald, though. We can call him Gerald, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's just call him Gerald, guys. It sounds
Hi,
good.
Gerald.
You see him sort of like stomping his feet. I'm not Gerald. Don't call me that.
All right, then what's your name?
Damn it! I lost the sheet of paper somehow.
Got him.
You should have just let him go.
He's Gerald now.
It's like, my name's
This would be the
Shiguru.
second NPC I've renamed. Say
Gary.
that again. I was talking over you.
Shiguru.
The
Well,
guru?
what kind of wanky name is that? Your name is Gerald. Just live with it.
Is
I
that
love
two
how he's
U's?
just. Oh, he's just using the Japanese again, like from Professor Oak, the
Is that
Japanese
two
name.
U's and one weeb?
One weeb, but one you. Shigeru.
Ah, yes. Shigeru. I understand now. Alright, yeah, we'll be on our way if you can just, like, let us through. Did you make this barrier? It's pretty neat. Doesn't let stuff through, it does what it's supposed to.
No, the slime there, and two of you.
He seems pretty insistent. Doesn't want to turn the barrier off either.
I want to try to sneak up on them.
Can
and
I get to a door? Or
No,
are they like behind something? Okay.
they're behind the barrier.
Well, I guess. I
Well
can-
then, time
Hide
to
the
make us a
barrier?
new door.
Yeah, like inside the barrier? Or...
On the other side of the barrier. The barrier goes down basically half court.
Well, does
What
the
was that,
barrier go
Trixie?
through stone?
What'd you say, Grandma?
Does the barrier go through stone?
Seems to.
Is that a
Oh.
no for painting on his face?
You gotta get over there.
You
and
have to
there's
get
a
over
barrier.
there. There's a barrier.
You know, barriers
Um,
are a suggestion to Kaladar if certain conditions are
Alright.
met.
I mean, I was gonna sneak up on him because he's talking with the group.
No, I am not
I'm
going
like-
over there.
And like, use the group as a distraction, sneak up on him, and just paint his
He's
face
in a
as
barrier.
prank.
There's a barrier
Just
between you and
Misty
him.
step in him.
Yeah.
Just Misty step in.
Okay.
Misty
have
Step is
Misty
too
Step.
far away. I was thinking about that, but that's way too far.
Well,
I mean,
the
if
barrier's not
barrier's
gonna
on the
be 30
halfway
feet.
line.
Yeah.
The
I
barrier's not
walk
gonna be
up a
30
wall,
feet
you know,
Misty
wide.
Step path. It's
I'm gonna hold up a polymorph potion and say, guys, you think I could go through these?
What if I shapeshift into a, I don't
No,
know,
no one's gonna talk
owl
about
or
that.
something? Can I?
I mean, you could try. This has only gone well for you in all the times you've ever tried this.
Does it look like it goes all the way to the ceiling?
Yeah, does
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Oh.
It does. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna drink a polymorph potion and try to try phasing through the barrier closest to us to see if it even works.
Okay.
And it would be like Gerald to wait until we go to the forge and then just kind of shut us in with whatever this is.
I try to tell
Where
you.
are my polymorphs?
Roll your con
Where
save.
are
So
my polymorphs? Do I not have any polymorphs left?
You
No, I
certainly
had-
do.
I had 2, right? I guess I accidentally deleted all of them. Whoops.
so now you have 1.
Con save.
Almost certainly Flash of Geniusing it. Yes.
All right. So there's a barrier right here into the stadium area, and then there's a barrier at the halfway point.
I just try to reach an arm through to see if it's even doable.
So
But the middle one you would go in because that's where you're supposed to go in.
that's the question. Are you
You
going
want
into
to
the
go through the barrier that
The
is stopping us
one
from
for
continuing.
The one for Soup, the one that he's
okay.
supposed to go into.
Okay,
I
you're
try to
going
reach
into
him
that.
through there.
moving into here?
Well, just reaching an arm through.
So as you
Yeah.
sort of reach through, it's hard. You could push through and you get your hand in, and it feels really
I'm
funny.
gonna saunter on over to where Gerald is then.
So you're going through the stadium area.
Is there no path around it?
You can go around it. That's what I'm trying to figure out what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going around the path to where the opening for him is.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna follow.
So we can walk completely around the stadium?
no, there's a barrier
Yeah.
between. There's a barrier in the halfway point. So we'll roll another
You
concept.
cannot enter the stadium, and the thing stopping us from reaching Gerald
Okay.
is a border drawn along the halfway
Oh
line
my
that is
god!
also a
Can
barrier.
I roll?
Oh.
So you get up to this barrier in the halfway point. You sort of start walking through it confidently, and you sort of walk into this wall.
Dunk.
Can I try again?
Sure.
I wanna.
Roll a
I wanna
second time.
target for this.
Can I roll a double-digit number? Oh my god, dude.
I wanna.
Yes.
I'll use
follow
another Flash of
Cal already did
Genius.
Should do this.
I have not rolled a double-digit number all day without
that.
modifiers.
Fully.
1 second, Zatsu. Will, I want you to roll a dex save.
Can I see it?
No.
Okay. My rolls are ass today.
Sure
So-
you're not rolling a d12?
That's definitely a d20.
Yeah?
So as you sort of walk into this side barrier, you feel yourself being pulled, and you get pulled to the right.
What?
No.
Well, you're pulled in now.
All right, Soup. Is this basically just the same as last time?
He's muted.
Am I stuck or can I still move?
So you can move backwards, you can't seem to go forwards.
Cannot go forwards at all. Okay, I will drink the antidote and go back to normal.
Oh, and you're kind of stuck in that area.
He's stuck.
D-Train, you're on
I-
mute.
Huh?
He's not on anymore.
Oh, you're on mute anymore. You were asked a question by someone else.
What was the question? Sorry.
Is this basically the same as last time? Just
It
two of us?
definitely is.
Are you sure we can't all go in there? Just
No, just
He
two.
said.
two? Mm.
I thought he said 3.
You said 2.
Me
Is
and
it
2
two?
others.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry, guys. What's going on?
I think Cal just chose for you.
Cal and
Gerald,
bar-
what's the ruling here? Does he count as one of the two now?
You can see him sort of looking down at hands. Why do they keep calling me Gerald? That's not my name. Why have they made this decision? Why are they these assholes?
I don't know. You
Well,
look like a girl.
maybe if you would stop trying to fight us, we would be more amicable.
I've only fought you once. You cheated. I should have won. You see him stomping his feet when he's shouting at you.
I don't know. Calling us cheaters isn't really helping your case, buddy, old Gerald, old friend, old pal.
All right,
Uh,
who
what
wants to
about
go?
the- I draw a clown and then
it's
point.
not a who wants to go. I choose
I mean, you.
And then
you
Val-
Hold on, Soupy. I'm trying to get a rulings answer here. Does Kaladar count as one of the two or not? Come on.
He's in there. He's chosen.
All right. That's not how this is supposed to work, but none of this is how this is supposed to work. I accept.
I want to piss this
I
guy
mean,
off.
considering that D-Train said he gets to choose, but someone just walked in, also overrules that D-Train gets to choose.
Julius,
It's
can I
okay.
draw?
What? Draw what?
Can I draw a paint? Can I paint a clown, point at him, and then point at the picture?
Sure. Roll performance.
Yeah, he seems easily like angryable.
Wonder what his
Easily
parents are
annoyed.
like.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
Gerald-
sorry, we have
Gerald-
taken all of your good dice.
Gerald,
I
where
just
are your
wanna piss him
parents?
they don't matter. I'm going to be the best. I'm gonna beat each and every one of you, starting with that stupid slime. You seem like
But you
pointing
only
aggressively.
lost once.
I didn't
Hey,
lose.
also
I should
don't
have won.
insult my slime.
Does anyone remember what the other character I just ended up naming for Controlius was?
Doug Dimmadon.
Doug Dimmadome, yes.
Hey,
I forgot
hey,
what
don't
it
you
was. I
dare
knew that it was
insult
great.
my backpack soup again.
I'm assuming that happens.
Yeah, he's not happy with you. He's like gripping his fists and like shaking. And I was like,
Alright,
Alright.
Soupy, it seems like we're stuck here since Cal tried to pull a wise guy on us.
I
Who's
just smile
number
and wave
2?
at him.
Number 2 is the small fire lady.
Okay.
Trixie, you're up.
All right, Trixie.
You guys can do it.
It's okay. I was gonna pick the barbarian
The
anyway.
most tanky and the least tanky.
This is gonna be fine.
Now that they're all
Perfectly
in there, I
balanced.
would like to try to thunder step to the other side of the room,
So,
past the barrier.
as they walk, as Suplex walks into the trainer's box, we'll call it, or champion's box, and Trixie walks into the air, you see the barrier almost solidify even further around the arena, and the area around these barriers is blocking you from walking beyond disappear.
What,
Well, now you
they're
can walk
gone,
around.
So I can walk around?
You can circle it now. You still can't get into the trainer's box. That one has solidified even harder.
All right. Well, then I want to walk up over to the door.
The one over that way? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll follow.
And I am going to use Stone Shape to open this door and leave.
I will get
Alright,
you in just a moment
bye,
for that.
I guess. Have fun.
I will get to that in just a moment. The stone shape, you open the door yourself.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
You can
create a
shape
door
stone
that
into a
I
wall.
can shape it into
Joel.
a door that I can then go through.
So, before you do that, as you're walking that way, you can see Shigeru sort of grab at his waist and pull angrily point at Nasira, who had the picture, and pull off a number of balls and toss these small orbs on the inside, and you see them crack open and explode, and you see a creature, this fox-like creature with a large mane appearing near the center, growling at Kaladar. And you see a large serpent appear as well, fanning its crest. I think that's what it's called. Sort of leaning back and hissing. And you see a large insect with pincers.
Hey, Gerald, this seems a bit unfair. There's 3 of them, 2 of us.
The last insect sort of flexes and stares at you, Kaladar. Oh, don't worry. I will defeat you this time. It's
Well, if
one
you want to
for
be the
each
best,
of you.
You gotta be fair, bud.
I'd Misty step into the arena if you'll let me. Or do
Wait, hold on, Z. I got an idea.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just bear with me here. We gotta pick our spot.
All right. I'll sit on Calco's shoulder then for the moment.
I would like Kaladar and Suplex and Trixie to roll initiative for me. I still remember you, Hippo.
So it may go unused, but if I have ideas, and you will probably want to have me and Doc also roll initiative.
Roll initiative at
Most likely not
disadvantage.
gonna get through the thing.
Actually,
Dang,
no.
okay.
I'm not gonna. I'll stay next to our calculus, but put me like as close in that little nook corner as you can, right next
Okay.
to us. I don't know if Gerald is aware of my paladin aura, but I would like to at least get as close to Trixie as possible until she moves.
Okay.
I guess we could stay near the left ledge.
You said something about us rolling initiative, and I did not catch the second half.
If you
So,
want
are
to,
we?
you can roll at disadvantage.
I'm pretty sure you're going to want to have us in the turn order if what I'm trying to do works.
Okay. His idea, sure. That is a 6.
It'll happen.
We're close in the order. It might work anyway.
Spells won't go through the barrier, correct?
We don't know that.
Like outside.
We still don't know that.
Did we not
Oh.
figure anything like that out last
I
time?
mean, I was gonna polymorph Gerald.
We didn't figure anything out like that last time because the only 3 players present were in the barrier. And we're not feeling rebellious.
Can I try control this?
You want to try and cast polymorph?
On the well, hold on.
Why not? Already said it.
What about Moonbeam? Yeah, Moonbeam.
Roll initiative at disadvantage.
Okay.
Moonbeam on the trainer's booth.
Yes.
Rude.
I'm
Okay.
not sure. The reason for that is because I don't know if the barrier will just deflect back at me, and I don't
Right.
want to polymorph myself.
Oh yeah, if you
So you're
give it
like, Moonbeam,
it'll
let's
probably
just send it
cancel
back up.
out.
I mean,
Could just
polymorphing
be
yourself
sent
would
back
have
up.
been fine, right?
Most likely.
You'd just feel a little funny for however long polymorph's duration is, which is probably an hour.
I think
Yeah.
polymorph is longer
Either
than
an hour or 8.
What did
An
Trixie
hour.
roll for initiative?
10.
10? Okay.
Good old alert backpack slime.
The 6 was Xenia.
A 3 was Nasira.
But you
Total to
rolled a
7.
7.
You still have
What?
the plus 4.
Oh,
So-
right,
You have a
right.
plus 4 to initiative.
Brain works. I promise.
So, D-Train, do you remember the special rules for this for you?
Vaguely.
Okay.
You get to declare 2 Pokemon commands instead of 1 per turn.
Yep.
Which means I need my
But I'm slightly confused though, and I need to talk to Gerald.
Speak.
You said there's 3 for the 3 of us, but if I am the trainer, I'm not supposed to participate. I need 1 more.
Oh, no. There's 3 of you. You helped them last time. This time, I'm going to make sure it's fair.
I mean, they don't seem that strong, Soupy. I think I got this.
And it is what it is. Are we beginning?
Yep. You're up.
I'm
Oh.
up. Okay, I figured.
Yeah. Fucking 25. Of course you're up.
There is a
Figured.
strong chance that everyone else on the opposite side of that barrier cannot roll a 25.
All right. With that being said, God, this is so hard when I can only look at one at a time.
You should have both of them next to each other.
I can't, not on my phone.
It should just be a list on your character sheet.
No, I
you
can't
mean?
look at the map and the
Oh, yeah.
2 different apps. Can't use them at the same time.
Kaldar
Okay,
is,
so
let's call it 10 feet away from the closest thing, 15 feet away from the second one.
I know what I'm about to do.
okay, and where's the small fire lady?
She's in the back. She is 35 feet away from anything.
God damn it. That's what I was afraid of.
Too far away.
So Embers has a 10-foot range after you hit. I don't know if I listed that.
No, you just gave me the
25 feet.
yeah.
Okay.
First, I'll
Spinning bird kick.
he knew it was coming.
Roll
He's
a
known all so well.
d20, Will.
I just realized I have named 3 things this campaign.
Spinning. That's a
Nice.
bubble. Are you kidding me? Changing my dice.
We didn't that one, right?
No, he
did.
not one.
I sure did.
Oh god damn it!
You shouldn't have used the Baldur's Gate 3 set.
I don't know, man. I think Law of Averages is just paying its dues. This dice set got like 4 nat 20s in a previous session.
Will roll a d100 whenever you get a chance.
I can't figure out. We're just keeping the Baldur's Gate dice set.
So
If
you
I had a nickel for every time Kaladar rolled a 75, I would have 2 nickels.
3. You feel your
sure?
legs
Okay.
spinning, like start to like shake, and you start spinning, and you flip upside down, and you sort of turn around and flip, and you're sideways, and you don't hit anything, including yourself.
Shouldn't I be used to it?
Somehow you just weren't expecting it. The barrier just that you were pushing against just sort of stopped pushing, and you
Okay,
started
well.
spinning, and
Miss.
D-Train.
Miss!
Um,
Not 100% accurate move, eh?
He did
Can you
just
just
miss
make me
tackle.
do
He
it
has a
again?
point.
Mhm.
so since my other person's currently completely out of range, I will.
Spinning bird kick again.
No.
Was there a restriction placed on attacks per person per turn with the puppeteering?
No,
No, he never said that.
I never said that.
No. You just have to move. You can use the
Well,
same
let
person
me-
multiple times.
My only move that can hit is spinning
I'm gonna
bird
use my
kick.
psychic lance on
He's just using his normal attack. Normal
the
action.
far right one.
Okay, the insect thing, sure. Is it a
The
save
pincer.
or is it a
It's a save.
It's a save.
The bug beats psychic.
15.
Yeah.
Bug
I
does
didn't know
not
that was
resist
a-
psychic.
Yeah, bug
Okay.
doesn't resist. It's fine.
Okay.
roll damage?
I mean,
It's
it seems.
it's half damage on save, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
30.
Dang.
Acceptable.
So it's taking 15 damage.
So you blast it
Maybe
with a
six.
send the psychic lance out, and this bug gets hit with it, and you can see it sort of hold itself, but then like its head cracks back as though it resisted the ability but still took full damage.
Mhm.
I am confused.
Took
Uh,
full damage, but
I
resisted
believe
the
that's-
effect.
I believe
I
that
heard
ends
the
my
what.
turn.
I'm missing the why. Pincer's pure bug.
I didn't say it was Pincer.
Well,
Kaladar, your turn.
Yeah. He
These
didn't
are
say it
D&D
was-
Pokemon hybrids.
Okay, so we got a bug type. What were the other two?
Ninetales and Arbok.
Okay.
I
Is that a
didn't.
Naruto?
Completely
I think it
distinct.
was a Naruto.
It is a fox with a bushy mane, is the way I
Okay,
described it.
Pokemon people.
Arcanine's a dog.
I'm probably a
Arcanine is
fighting
a
type,
dog. Yeah.
so
I didn't say it was a dog. I said
I
Said it was a
fox.
fawn.
it's a Zoroark. Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying too hard here. Petroleus is just picking
Okay.
whatever he wants,
is it
or it's
dark
Pokemon
beats
I'm not
fighting,
remembering.
or is it fighting
It could
beats
be
dark?
Flareon.
Fighting beats dark.
Fighting beats dark.
Okay. Kalar doesn't know this. Okay, step 1, rage.
Sure.
Understood.
Uh,
Step 2, punch things.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna punch the middle one closest to me. Guys, do I declare great weapon? I've had really bad rolls.
I think you've paid your dues on the law of averages. I think you can get away
Yeah.
with it.
I'm declaring great weapon.
Are you reckless?
Yes. 22 hits.
22 does hit.
Roll damage.
Roll
Damage
damage.
time. That is 24.
He's got some twos.
You swing and you crack this creature, and you can see it sort of bounce back, and it looks in pain. And you see Shigeru's, no, Eve!
Oh, you like this one, huh? Okay, we'll do it again. Great weapon.
Alright.
20.
21.
21 also hits.
Gotcha.
That is
Better.
28.
32.
You did 4. Wait, hold on. 28, 24,
50.
52 damage in one turn.
You crack this thing again, and it, again, sort of leans back and looks unhappy, unpleasant. You can tell it might be bloodied. It sort of growls at you, and you can see blood dripping around its fangs.
I growl back with my
Sure.
+1 intimidation.
I mean, roll intimidation.
You have an intimidation as a
I'll
ability?
take it. Double digits.
I mean, intimidation is an ability. You know, maybe you lower their attack if you're very intimidating.
I
You
was not
growl
very
back at
I
it.
don't think 12 is very intimidating.
Not very intimidating.
It tried.
At this,
Galadar will take his consolation prize of having a die show a double-digit number.
and you can see Shigeru sort of stomping. He's like, "No, I won't let you do it again." And he tells Eve, he shouts out at Eve to tackle.
Roll a
Uh-huh.
d20. Did you not one?
Can I? Never mind.
Will roll a strength save.
I have advantage on this, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Bro,
I can't use will on
Bro.
any of this, can I?
that's a 22, and I rolled a 12.
And your AC is 16.
16.
Wait, is it will? Or is
Do you
it?
have advantage on strength saves? That was
Yeah.
just
I have
strength
advantage
checks.
on strength everything.
That was just
Barbarian, I
check.
believe.
Barbarian
Rage.
and rage.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
will. Okay.
Yeah, you gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Okay, yeah.
I just had a mind blank.
Well, does a 22 win?
So you're taking 16
22
damage
should.
before reduction, and you do succeed, and you do not get pushed back.
8. Okay.
At this point, he points towards the insect. Hera, use tackle.
That's what I expected it to be.
Heracross
bud.
is Gen 2, which is why I did not think you would put a Heracross here.
Roll a strength
Am I
save,
rolling
Will.
another strength save?
Yep.
We take that.
God damn.
29.
Dice coming in where it matters. Where it matters.
20 damage before reduction, and you again save, and he does not push you back, but he sort of tackles you to the shoulder.
God, okay.
As a note, Trixie, you are on deck. I'm gonna move back to something I said I was gonna get to. Hippo, you cast your spell, pulling apart, making this door appear, basically ripping open this door with magic. And as you do, you start hearing clicks and clacks. And as you open the door, I want Narcira and Hippo to make a dex save.
Dex save.
Mhm.
16.
15.
Well,
Wait, what the fuck did it?
That's
Oh.
at least decent.
Mm-hmm.
As
Taking a
sh-
peek under the box. It's
I
not suspicious at all.
left the thing under the box. I wasn't paying attention. This giant metallic spider is on the other side of the passageway as you open the door, and it lunges out.
Why's that gotta be a spider?
You're both able to dodge out of the way, and
Made a mistake.
it lands against the barrier and sort of crawls across it and runs down. Arcalcos and Trixie, I want y'all to make a dex save.
Trixie?
What,
Or
me?
I mean, I'm sorry, Arcalcos and Xenia. That's on me. Sorry,
Yeah.
Trixie.
Okay.
You will never get those two names correct.
Renames, excuse you.
That's a
Add
15
three to
on
mine.
Arcalcos.
So Arcalcos is 15. Yours is 11.
Yes.
Okay. So he lunges the spider sort of lunges forward, and it's Arcalcos, you're able to sort of dodge backwards away from it.
I
And-
wouldn't dodge. I would put up repulsion shield.
Okay, good to know. You put up your shield to sort of stop it, and it sort of lunges at you with its claws and strikes down with two of them. And you put up your shield to stop it, and you feel yourself almost being squeezed and tightened, but not from the claws, from a magical bubble that surrounds you. And you get pulled, and you are sitting on a bubble on its back.
What?
Am I too far away
And
to
I
do,
failed the push.
Am I
You failed the
too
push,
far
yes.
away to do woe?
What's the range on it?
Bubble
30
on its
feet.
back?
Yeah.
Says 30 feet.
You
This
are
is wild
just
outside
out of
range.
just out of a range for well.
Damn.
I think bubble on the back is the correct description for me to give for this.
Describe the bubble.
Pulling up the monster because I didn't prepare for that somehow.
Kind of reminds me of that one Pokemon that has like back and looks like a spider. That's from a higher gen that I don't read.
It's a Gen 7 Pokemon, the name I don't remember.
So, it on top of this metal shell there is a translucent, almost paralyzing bubble, and Arcalco's just sort of almost stuck in there as though he's sitting on top of this shell with the bubble around him, sort of holding him down.
I have no reaction to try to break free from this, or is that for my turn?
That is before your turn. You will be able to try and break out during your turn. It is going to at this point turn around and start skittering back towards the door.
That is a lot of movement. Okay.
Trixie,
Uh-huh.
your turn.
I mean,
Yeah, we all know what's coming.
how big are they all apart?
They're close. They're close enough.
20-foot
can-
radius.
Cover the
They're close
range of
enough.
those three twice over with fireball.
I mean, who said I was going to use fireball?
Your name is Trixie Locksmith. What other spell do you know?
From the edge of the furthest one, they're about. It looks like 15 feet apart between the.
I am
two
exaggerating,
regiments.
but you fireball a lot.
Yeah, that's how it works. But I was thinking it's Pokemon battle. What about confusion?
They're about 15 to 20 feet apart from the snake to the bug.
Well, it has a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, then you can hit all of them.
Well, I think I'm gonna cast confusion on them because that sounds funny in a Pokemon battle, applying confusion to all of them.
That's wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save, yes.
That's
16.
That would still hit Kaldor.
He can
Yes,
choose
that
not.
will also hit.
Oh,
No, it
Even
will
here?
hit Calendar because it's not an evocation spell. It's
Oh,
an
yeah.
enchantment spell.
Yeah.
Kaldar, roll a wisdom save.
Guys, why are you making me roll wisdom saves? I'm bad at these. And you see?
Well, you're confused.
Do I
So-
have time to go heat up a pizza?
Depends on how long. I mean, you can go. I'm not gonna stop you. You will be coming up soonish.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. You have plenty of time for less than a minute.
Oh, cool.
I'm confused now.
You're confused, and it
Thanks.
looks like the snake is also confused.
Oh, they made
This
a
doesn't
16
seem to have
wisdom
been
save.
worth it.
I rolled better for 2 of them than I did for the other one.
That's lovely.
I'm confused.
No, not
or-
you. You're not.
I
You are neither.
am confused.
This is a fair question.
I was confused about the confusion.
I did just specify the snake. Yes, this is a thing.
Yeah.
There's a different snake.
Yes.
All right, just add to the thing. We'll just add grease on it.
Okay. On to which one? The snake?
I mean, it's a 10-foot radius. It's gonna be
Oh,
the
sure.
same thing.
Dexterity
I'm
save.
gonna make him confused.
Salazar is all greased up and confused.
All right, Trixie has gone very, very down the list in the allies ranking.
And on fail, are they knocked prone?
Prone, yeah.
Okay. Roll your dex save, Cal.
I can see, or is it cause, or I'm confused. I can't see it, can I?
Yeah, you're fine. You're not blinded. You're only confused.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should be fine to get your advantage.
16.
Well, that works, right? 16 against 16, or
Yep.
does that not work?
That works.
16 is the DC.
Yeah. So you drop the grease, and somehow the snake slips,
Bad traction.
and then you can see the other one.
Snakes on grease just don't move.
Yeah, and then you can see the bugs are slip and fall as well. But this fox is able to stay steady.
Guys, wait, hold on. Is it an Eevee? Why did I just realize that?
Because he called it Eve
Yeah,
and the other Hera.
yeah,
Yes.
uh-huh.
I wonder what the other one's gonna be called.
I don't play Pokemon, guys.
Ekans.
Ekans or Arbok.
Snake backwards.
No, it's just gonna be
Bobby.
some other snake name backwards.
I'm not being that creative for
Not a-
this one.
Not a Cobra backwards, it's something else backwards.
This is technically Arcalcus. It's your turn.
All right.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to move.
do you wanna
close.
move?
Wait, hold on. Was that close enough for me to get an op attack as it ran away?
Yeah, go ahead, swing.
Sorry, I don't know why I just...
I didn't think about it either.
That is a 26.
Roll damage.
Is 12 slashing. Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead and smite. Why not? Heck it. Why not? Especially when I get a roll like that.
Damage.
So you're able to slash it and hit it fairly well as it runs away.
So would
Pretty
Nasira
lights.
have got op attacks too when it went past us?
You were dodging because it sort of lunged forward, is what I'm doing for that.
Okay.
It also was not past where their minis are on the map.
That's
Oh, on the way
26.
in, I understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of attacked us in
Roll
red
a
past.
strength save, Legend.
Arky turn.
Arky turn.
So I don't
I'm
get to
gonna
move.
do this because you're giving it to me for free, but I'm
Yeah.
not convinced that this is what our Calcos would do because I have an idea.
Fair.
I will click the strength save anyways.
I changed my mind on that, by the way. I want to do a
Okay.
17, get out.
So as you push up against this bubble, this web, it's incredibly tight, and you can feel it sort of stretching. And you can feel this spider thing sort of slow down as it's trying to tighten the grasp on you. And it looks like it's, instead of rushing as it is taking a slower pace now. What is your
Alright.
second thought? Or what is your thought, I guess I should say.
There are 3 different ways that this isn't gonna work, but we're doing it anyways.
Okay.
I am vortex warping this thing into the arena.
Why?
What? What?
Yeah, why?
The more the merrier.
The con save, right?
Yes.
Wait, do you go in with it?
Chaos.
That's
One of the 3 ways that this cannot work.
Yes, Legend, join the chaos side.
What is the save amount?
I believe it's 15. I will double check for you.
On
Should be
15.
15. I think I'm the only one with a safety C of 16 on my stuff. Because 20 intelligence.
I want you to roll a con save, Legend.
Me.
You.
Mhm.
All right.
Might have to do with
Dirty 20.
All right. Cool. As you cast the vortex warp on this spider, it's slowed down. You sort of pulled it away, and you can see it sort of shift, and its head turns slightly as though it's looking back at you, and you can feel the almost a pulling to your right as the spider gets dropped in the middle of the stadium.
I did not specify my drop point. Top right corner.
Top right corner. Here.
Yep.
Put him in there with Gerald.
Like
I don't think I'm getting him in the box. I wanted to make this as likely to work as possible, even though I did not think I'd get away with this.
but you get pulled along, and you can feel like almost a pull against as the barrier pushes past you, and the spider pauses and shifts and ticks against the wall and looking confused.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Now you're just cheating, bruh.
Oh. Who am I
I
missing?
mean, what is the response of Gerald against that?
Yeah.
You can see Shigeru just sort of pause, like, "No, you're cheating again. You're cheating. I know you are."
Why
Yeah, I
would
didn't
we
do
do this?
anything.
You have 4 now.
Who says he's commanding the spider?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I have a bonus action.
Sure.
I will drink an experimental elixir.
Okay. Roll your d10.
It would have been
Uh,
funny if you would have tried to use your Thunder Lord to pull some monsters and have them fight together. Just pulling the spider next to things. Like,
I
come
don't
on,
think
hit
that's
this
gonna
one.
fly.
But it would be kind of like you controlling the spider.
I was gonna change this one, but I haven't changed it yet. As you drink the elixir, you are able to get a better understanding of what's around you. For a 10-foot radius, you have blind sight.
Okay.
Oh, you can feel there's a spooter.
Yeah, there's definitely a spider right beneath you.
Yep. Okay. My turn's over, but I have thoughts when it gets back to me.
All right. At this point, I would like, I think, Hippo to roll a disadvantage on initiative.
So do I not get to move still? Because I said that I wanted to move, and then it was just
sorry.
shoved aside.
Where do you want to move? I'm sorry, I missed you saying that. I thought you said you didn't.
I just wanted to move alongside the wall a bit.
Like there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Grandma, if I could suggest you, could you get about 25 feet, within 25 feet of the insect?
I mean, that is 25
Yeah, he is.
feet to the
Okay.
insect.
With
making
exceptionally
sure.
generous diagonals, yes.
I can
Thank
move like
you.
one further up or whatever, but
No,
Alright,
that's fine. I just need you within 25 feet.
Alright. So, Hippo,
you also need to know that they're greased, so they will burn better.
Yes.
So, Hippo, so you know, I'm gonna do one thing, and then I'm gonna go to you, but you're not gonna be on that spot on the initiative next time.
I mean, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
What about the polymorph spell? I was trying to.
Your turn's coming up.
Okay.
At this point,
Not bad.
I've already rolled this one. You see the snake getting up, and just looking confused and dazed. D8,
D10.
D10.
Yeah,
I will
it's
message you
kind
the
of-
confusion table again.
Also, I was wondering if you're gonna use the normal confusion or if you're gonna mix the Pokemon confusion into it.
I'm gonna do both.
I have pinned the confusion table to our direct messages.
Thank you. What did I roll? I rolled that.
I mean, I guess you could just use the D10, and then if on a 7 or an 8, if there's no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing. It would just turn it into it hits itself.
Yeah. So you see the snake sort of get up and sort of stare around, confused and like dazed. The bug will stand as well, and he will flex once more at Kaldar, and then sort of hit him with the clothesline.
Wait, what?
Doc,
It's his turn again?
It's his turn for the first time.
But he already had a
He already
turn and
attacked
No.
Not
me.
that one. Not that
He
one.
did not.
Oh
he
yeah, he can command.
Yeah, commands don't
Yeah.
count as people's turns.
Oh, okay.
He will swing. He swings wide and almost clips the fox in front of you.
And he must have rolled like a 2.
And he takes another swing, and he hits you for 5 with the second clothesline before discount.
Oh, that's cute.
discount.
Dude.
Barbarians use coupons on damage.
And I want you to make a
Hmm?
wisdom save, Will.
Bro, I'm bad at these. Finally.
So you can
just
see this.
land a dynamic punch?
So you can see the
No,
fox
I
in front
mean-
of you make big googly eyes, and you
Oh,
feel confused, and
I'm already confused.
you it feels like it wants you to hit it less hard, but it doesn't get through. You're confused. You're
Oh, lovely baby doll eyes. It failed.
and then it is going to swing its tail at you and just sort of whiff
Doing
by
tail
and do
whip?
nothing.
Just tail whipping and
Tail
baby
slap.
dolling.
is also a move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna move to Hippo.
Okay. Well, I am going to turn to Nasira standing next to me and say, I am leaving out of here out this door. Are you coming with me or not?
I want to see if I can't polymorph him first.
Well, I'm going now, so if you don't
I
want to
know.
come, I'm going myself. And I'll leave.
Okay.
And I will seal the door shut behind me.
Oh, you're sealing the short. Okay.
Yup.
Nasira. Polymorph is a charisma save.
Polymorph is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
apparently.
I feel
14.
like most things are wisdom saves that affect the mind.
I
Mhm.
want you to also make a wisdom save.
Yep, just bouncing back. Dirty
That's pretty
20.
good.
So you point towards Shigeru and sort of cast a spell, and you can see it hit the barrier and go through, but also see some of it reflect back.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to hold your mind and not get forcibly transformed, and you see him stare at it angrily as you hit it, and he sort of shouts at you, and you can see him again hold his form and not get transformed.
Aw.
This is not something that I would see, but I'm going to ask out of character. Does it visibly bounce off the main barrier or the trainer box barrier?
The trainer box barrier.
That's what I thought. I'm glad I didn't put the spider in with Gerald. It wouldn't have worked.
Anything
I
else you
mean,
want to
it
try?
could have worked partially. The spider could have went in, and you could have maybe not went in, or
Not
you could have
with the
only went in.
dirty 20 con save. That's what made me go through, to my understanding.
Oh wait, no. Damn it. I go up to the door, or no, I shrug and just go. Oh well. I just walk up to the door and I just start pounding at it, trying to get it open with the bonus action of my.
Roll a strength check for me.
Okay. That is not how you do that. There we go. I did it.
So you walk up to the door and you hit it once, and you hear the door just sort of opens, just slowly without issue.
Oh,
Uh,
that works too.
what?
I was-
I should have that door sealed so no one can
yeah,
open
he
that.
sealed it. That's why I was doing
Yeah.
it.
So you sealed
Part of
it.
my-
You sealed the door that
part
you
of my-
made. There was a door anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried to seal the door entirely.
Yeah.
Part
Oh,
of my
okay.
stone shape is I can seal a door completely shut.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's why I was going to use bonus action, the starry form.
what is the sorry form to shoot it with the archer? Oh no, you have other ones. What's your other one then? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I
was
jumped.
just going to try to strike it.
Okay.
My original plan was to polymorph, to wild shape, but I can't do that because I already used my action.
Yeah.
So that's the next best thing.
Okay. So strike it.
All right.
It's a door. Roll damage.
Hey,
Oh, you're shooting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Min damage.
You
Four.
shoot it with there and like you hit the
Minimum.
rocks and you see rocks come off. Xenia.
And then-
Hi. Yes.
wait,
After
was
seeing
gonna
this
if I
vortex
can
warp
move.
thing that I teleportation into, it seems possible. I am going to attempt to Misty Step into
Can I move?
the.
Okay.
You already moved to the door.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Do you want to move away from the door, Zatsu?
I was gonna move more north.
Okay.
I'm right at the door, aren't I?
You're at the door.
Never mind then. Forget
Okay.
I said anything.
Sorry, dog. Misty, step in.
Yes.
Roll a con save for me.
Out of range of Flash of Genius, even if I was allowed to do that, I'm not sure I am.
Not terrible. It's dirty 20.
My bad.
The range on that is how much?
30 feet.
30 feet. Are you trying to move the full 30 feet?
Yeah, kind of like east northeast. I want to get like to a point where I could, with my 40 feet of movement, run over to the spider
Sure.
and hit it. If I can do that with the 30 plus the 40.
10, 20.
No. Like yeah.
I know, but I'm figuring out what thing you're on. So here and then 40, 5, 10, 15. Okay. So yes. Let's
I
put you.
imagine he would go the long way to minimize op attacks.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Put you here
I'll
and
have
then move you over here. So
Yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna hit it.
All right.
but
Take a swing.
I don't get to. I use my bonus action to Misty Step, so I cannot do this thing with what's it called? It's Ensnaring Strike. I can't do that. I really want to. I'm gonna hit it. That is that's a 7, not a 1. Thank goodness. 15.
There is an ally within 5 feet.
There is, but he's not.
Has to be threatening. What you technically, kind of, maybe are? Question mark.
I can cast spells. I don't know. It's the
It's like-
DM's ruling.
What the fuck is his? What's it called? AC.
Does
How does-
Arcalcos being able to cast spells at the spider count as threatening enough to give advantage?
I'm going to say the fact that the spider is confused and inside this box it wasn't supposed to be and will give you advantage.
That's not any better.
I
Does
tried.
15 hit?
No, 15 doesn't hit.
We go
Okay.
again.
Second attack. 1 better.
16 also doesn't hit.
Crit
Lovely.
fishing, never mind.
That was already rolled at advantage. All right, that's my turn. That's my movement,
Oh.
action, bonus action. I'm done.
I can't read. Yes.
He Misty stepped in and did nothing.
I mean, he misses it and cornered the spider. That is relevant.
Uh-huh. It moves away, it gets op attacked.
It does, and you fucking hit the shit out of it last time. Suplex, your turn.
All right. With that being said, I look at this small fire lady and I say, "It's your time. Don't fail me, please." Every time I use someone's move for the first time, it fails. And I choose. Which one did I want? I forget that quickly. Sorry, I was looking at the map.
Embers, do you want
The
embers?
bug.
Ember
Yeah, at the
Heracross.
bug. I know. I was. Yeah, embers.
Roll a d20, Grandma.
I'm very good at rolling bad on those.
All you have to
Same.
do is not roll in that one. Woo! We did that one.
Oh wait, I'm trying to remember stats at the same time as I'm doing this. That should work.
Rosebud.
That's it. Your intelligence modifier is +5, right, Grandma?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because you're just gonna fucking light shit on fire no matter what. I want you to roll 2d8 and a d4.
Audio doc.
Hmm?
There you go. 2d8 and a d4.
You cast it. I'm assuming at the bugs because that's what both you
Yes.
and teacher were
yes.
saying.
And D-Train says where to cast it.
Yes.
You,
Yeah. It
you,
was
you,
to
you
the
reach out
bug.
your hand and you feel the spark sort of drifting off and landing on the bug, and you see it burst into flames. And with the oil, it burns even quicker. Calder, I want you to make a dex save.
Should have brought a burn heal.
Yup. I can see this. It's fire.
Yeah, it is.
That's good.
Dex safe out of the grease.
I'm going to move you 5 feet this direction. And you see the bug get engulfed in fire, and it passing along to the secondary creature as well, as they sort of both burn. The bug screeches out, and you see it sort of shift and vanish.
It's super effective.
Yeah.
That is
I'm an Eevee that's bloodied is apparently tougher than the rest of them.
no, the Eevee's also toast.
Well, double kill. Good at this.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't give him a lot of HP.
I did my setup for every setup I could for soup. Used the setup move.
Yeah.
With the grease.
You get closer and grease them. All right. Thanks. Ever.
Are you casting a second time?
No.
What are you doing?
I never got a ruling on this. If I tell someone to move, does that count as their move?
So, what do you? So I know tackle has a move attached to it. I don't think you've ever asked me if you just tell someone, "Hey, listen, move."
I mean, I'm just thinking he wants Calado to move in close and then use something.
Oh, so he can.
Yeah.
Just standing there.
So yeah, so tackle just has a move capability. Spinning bird kick also has the range.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
it is. Yeah. How far is I'm on Beyond, so I can't see. How far is Calador from the?
10 feet.
Oh, 10 feet. Okay. As usual.
Spinning bird kick.
Spinning bird kick.
What do my other moves even do?
Also, I assume that the grease has just burned away, so he doesn't have to do a dex thing while he's sliding over to
Oh,
the thing.
No, that doesn't matter. He just does the move, even if he's prone.
Yeah.
I've tested this
Oh,
already.
you're right.
Calder, I do want you to roll a D100 for me.
I already rolled the d20s.
Sure. Roll the D100 anyway.
52.
52.
All right.
This D100 decides whether or not I remember that Arbok is resistant to fighting.
No. This gets
not.
back to the fact that Calder is confused.
I mean,
Okay.
I would have assumed
That was a D10.
command
Oh
would
yeah, I
bypass that.
forgot.
I didn't.
I forgot I
Yep.
was confused.
But it is a command, so now we're finding out how a command works with confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had your fucking character sheet up. Why the fuck did I close it? So you rolled a 13, Will?
On my d20, yeah.
Roll 2d6.
We hit! I think.
He went through confusion. Let's go. He didn't hurt himself.
6.
I think.
Perfectly average, as all things should be.
So, does your strength get added to that, or what does get added to that?
For that one, his dex.
Oh.
Okay, don't make me spinning bird kick anymore. It's bad.
So
Fair.
he commands you what to do, and you can feel your mind sort of wobbling, but you feel your legs start to helicopter again. You spin, you flip, and you're able to charge at this thing and hit it. You have, I think it's 15 feet of movement afterwards.
I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Go stay right next to it. All right. Hippo, I want you to make a survival check.
Survival, you say?
Or nature, your choice. I guess.
Oh.
I feel like nature's probably the one you choose since that's intelligence based, and I probably should have given that same time.
Yes.
Yeah, roll nature check then.
Okay. 22 is a little higher.
All right. Do.
I've wandered off. I'm not dead. Probably.
Yet. Not yet.
But
Oh.
As you're walking down this tunnel, you smell the scent of grass and fir trees, and berries, and something incredibly, just this scent and just really the sweet scent of incredible relaxation. You recognize the smells, you recognize everything in reference to it, and it's definitely forested. So I will give you a choice. As you continue walking, you realize there's a path to your left that you had not seen before.
So my plan with this leaving is Hippo is interested in the Hammer of Truth, and that is where he is headed.
Okay.
So that's the direction I want to go.
Okay. So you are not 100% sure which way the hammer is. There is.
I mean, I should have a general direction from the map, right?
Sure. That's fair.
Yeah.
This tunnel does go in that direction. You can head towards the smell, you can head towards the other direction.
Yeah, whichever one leads the direction of the hammer.
Alright, roll a strength check for me.
A strength check.
Yeah.
Where is strength? I'm a hippo, so I get advantage on strength.
Yep.
16.
Okay. There are a number of rocks in the path that seem like this cave has had multiple cave-ins. There is, again, the smell pulling you towards the left, but you're able to sort of push through rocks and continue your movement. Cool. I'll bring you back now. I figured the hammer was sort of what you're interested in.
Yes.
welcome back. How was the book cave?
It was very booky.
Bookie, huh?
Kaladar, it's your turn.
That's all, folks. Back to business as usual.
I mean, we have no idea what's happening there, so why would we get to know it? So
I didn't say we should
Continue.
know.
I'm
Onward.
confused. How are we doing this?
Roll a d10.
Yeah, you're confused.
Does he
One
not have a
D10.
roll to become not confused?
At the end
Uh,
of his
That's
turn, yes.
duration.
Yep.
Oh.
Can't do it at the beginning, he can only do it after the turn.
2 is...
You don't move or take any action this turn.
Well, rip that turn.
Wow, this confusion was really beneficial and helpful to us.
Roll a
Uh-huh.
wisdom save.
I love wisdom saves. I roll really high on those.
He's not breaking it.
Alright, someone message me when combat's over.
I mean, I could also just break concentration on it, but I don't know if I can do
I'm
that
the
at any
only one
point.
confused by it!
You're not.
Yeah, but I don't think I can do it outside. Like, also the snake is also confused.
Will
feel
roll a
like-
Will roll a wisdom save at advantage.
It's gonna be like 3 again, but... That was an 18.
I love that you did roll a 3.
I
Yes.
did roll the 3.
So you can see the snake sort of looking a little bit confused, but it still stares at you. Again, you kicked it, and it sort of bites at you. As Shigeru shouts at it too. You're going to take. What the actual hell? 6 points of piercing damage, and 10 points of
Wait.
poison damage.
13. Never mind, you're a bear. 8.
8. Okay, cool.
But you have broken your confusion.
Does he get his
Alright.
action?
No.
That's what I thought.
And bye.
And then the
Back
snake
in
is going to,
sleep.
and then Shigeru's going to say, "You keep cheating, Bach. Use no, Mr. Hiss. Use a poison spray."
Mr. Hiss.
I'm making no comment.
Will, I want you to roll a
Mr.
dex
Hiss.
save.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
That's a.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
I'm rolling a lot of ones today.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, at least you're not in Baldur's Gate 3 where you roll with advantage and roll double ones.
God.
That game has quick saves.
Yes. But you could still do that here, rolling an advantage 1.
Uh,
The chance of 1 in 400 to get it, but still it happens in that
Just
game
move
way too
on.
much.
20 points of poison damage as it sprays you with acid. Or
Wow.
20 points of acid damage, which is 10. Because you're a bear.
Yup. Alright.
Trixie,
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
your turn.
Now that thing is confused though, but I don't know if it's worth it, so I'll just most likely just break
Not!
concentration. Hmm?
Effing.
Party is breaking.
Hmm. Hmm. I'll just fireball the middle.
Are you hitting everything?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Dex
I mean-
save for everything.
I mean, it's evocation. I can shape it so it doesn't hit my.
Mhm.
So I'm like, eh.
Roll damage.
Oh, that's a few ones.
I think 28 is still directly on the average line, even with the ones.
Yeah. You burst this fire, and shaping it around everything, it looks like you do catch the snake, but it looks like the spider is able to sort of lean, almost crawl up the wall a little bit and avoid it. Anything else you want to do, Grandma?
I don't know. I guess. I'll use my bonus action for my cape because I used the fireball.
Okay.
Billowing cape.
As explosion, you gotta use the cape and make it blow in the wind. Done.
Legend, strength save.
Is he over there playing bull riding with the damn spider?
No, he's trying to break out.
Yeah.
Inverse bull riding. It's trying to keep me on.
Oh.
Definitely not by choice.
You
I mean, you decided
26.
to not dodge.
roll
You're
a
here. That is a 26.
roll a dex save, Legend.
That's a 20.
So you push against the spider's back again, and you can feel the energy web snap, and then the bubble just sort of cracks, and this spider shifts, and you get flung off, and are able to land in front of it.
All right.
It's my turn?
Yep.
You
Okay.
had to do that at the beginning of your turn, so.
So, I want to do a silly that's also just correct. And I think I'm going to.
Do it.
Do it.
Also, I love how we have 4 people in there.
Huh?
It's like a 2v3, and it's like,
First,
let us change
please
that.
correct me if I'm wrong. This spider is made of metal, yes?
It appears to be.
Does the blind sight give me any insight on if it is actually metal, since you were trying to be vague?
It is definitely a type of metal. Yes.
All right. Once upon a time, a wise man told me that it is occasionally a good idea to cook and then book.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the drill. I will cast heat metal and get the fuck out of here.
It's going to take an opportunity attack as you run away.
Yeah. Shield
Yes.
up.
Also, heat metal is kind of sad for a thing that can't get rid of the metal.
Huh? That's the point.
With the plus. $15 damage as it strikes you one of its legs as you run away. And which way are you running?
Directly south.
Okay. What's your movement?
30.
Ability checks still strike.
No, 2d8, ne?
It is definitely red now.
I roll this damage, don't I?
Roll what
Yep.
damage? Oh, the heat metal
This
damage?
is fire damage. Hold on.
2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell.
Okay.
But I think it's also susceptible to Alchemical Savant.
Sure. Which is what,
So
plus a
that's
d4?
It is plus a flat value that is dependent on my stats, and I'm checking to see if it's proficiency or intelligence.
Huh.
It's intelligence. That number is now 13.
13 it is. You see the creature sort of dripping metal off the back as it sort of glows a bright red.
This thing has a lot of movement. I'm not getting away from it, but it's on fire now, so that's fine.
It's gonna be burning out when it attacks you. It's gonna do like extra damage.
I'll figure it out.
The snake is going to take a bite towards you once again, Kaldar.
Yeah, I heard my name.
I want you to roll a dex save at advantage.
Okay. 18.
That's like the fourth set of 16 and 8 you've rolled today.
So this thing, you're sort of bobbing and weaving, and this thing lunges at you, snaps once and misses, and snaps a second time. And in the most Looney Tunes shit that you've done today, you dodge and it bites itself.
Sure. Am I not confused anymore? This seems highly improbable.
No, you're not confused.
You're
Grandma dropped
no
it.
longer confused.
It bit you last turn, you lost it.
I have a turn again, eventually.
Eventually.
Nasira and Zini is on deck.
Well.
Also would have had your turn most likely if I would have gone before you.
I saw a spider and I can't find it now. I tried to kill it twice, but it got away.
It's right there in the corner.
It's gonna be a Zatsu
No,
stream again.
legit, just
on my line.
There's one crawling around my room. Can't find it.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
wait
have
that-
the Azatsu stream. So.
Well, we await the.
Yeah. Don't have it.
I'll be
Anyway,
honest.
go.
It's your turn, Tatsu.
Turn.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
I'll a wild shape into a velociraptor and strike the door.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Wild
that's a-
shaping with your action and
Oh.
attacking with what?
Oh no, there's
And I attack the door.
Attacking with what action?
you don't have an action. Wild shape is
The
full
wild
action.
shape.
Right. That's really stupid.
Moon druid.
Weren't you already wild shaped?
No.
Kind of.
Starry form?
Star form is technically a
but-
wild shape, but you can just wild shape out of it into something else.
Okay.
Actually, I shouldn't use that. I should use something that's like a lizard. Do you still want to wild shape?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
You'll-
if that's the case, then no. I'm gonna go back and try to polymorph him again.
Okay.
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. What are you trying to polymorph him into? Or is it a D20? No, it's a D20 after you do it. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I
I
thought
thought you
so.
got to choose. I thought you.
Oh
could
no, you get to
what
choose. What are you trying to
morph into.
polymorph him
Yeah.
into?
Chooses.
What are you trying to polymorph him into? So I know.
What do you guys think? A cat?
A Mareep.
Yeah, Marie.
Marie.
Well,
A sheep.
A
yeah.
sheep.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, a polymorph into a sheep, you should know that.
Yeah.
You
Everyone knows it from World of Warcraft.
I want you to also roll a wisdom save.
All right.
Meh.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
But you have rolled the same thing
I did. I really
in
did.
every wisdom save you've done so far.
Beyond isn't updating dice for me. That's fun.
Love it.
You cast this polymorph again, and you see once again it sort of hits the thing and bounces back, and he sort of he's at this point he's cussing at Suplex, he's cussing at Kaladar, he's cussing at the spider, and you hit him with the polymorph, and you sort of see it turn towards you as his hair becomes less spiky and more fluffy, and you see him sort of like curl forward, and replacing Shigeru is now this very angry looking sheep.
Well, at least you can give commands.
Exactly.
And you see him bah! It's like just quivering, and the closest thing you can say to sheep rage. I want you to make a second wisdom save, Narcira.
Okay.
Gerald now has resistance to physical damage.
Dirty 20.
What are you doing with the same thing? You've rolled that 3 times in a row now. 14
1
plus 6.
in 8,000.
As much as
Spatu is a shiny Pokemon. A shiny Mareep, one might say.
as you're laughing, Narcira's not. You have held your laughter.
Huh.
I'm just gonna move on to Xenia.
Hi. Bonus action. Ensnaring strike. I attack.
Sure. Whack.
These aren't physical vines. That's a 24.
Roll your damage.
Huh?
Roll your damage.
I'm not even gonna add smite to this. It's just gonna cook and hopefully not move. Hopefully, it still has to pass the save. I think it's a strength 14. Yeah, strength 14.
Heat metals concentration. I'm an artificer with mind sharpener. I don't have to roll dice. I have to spend a charge.
Did you get
Wait.
hit? Oh, you got hit. Yeah.
Why did you get hit?
Top attack.
What is this thing's
Oh.
fucking HP?
Also, what?
Sure.
Did it pass the save?
No. You hit it, and vines wrap around this thing, and it just sort of pulls it to the ground.
Okay, it is not restrained, which means my second hit is an advantage.
It is.
It's 23
23 hits.
plus 10 slashing
Oh, wait,
damage,
what?
and I move back to our Calcos.
I put my hand up for a high five with Xenia.
I give him a high five and I land on his shoulder.
It is technically your turn, Suplex.
Sorry.
Soupy like, what have you done to my Pokemon battle?
Hey, I haven't interfered with the Pokemon.
Neither have I.
You technically neither
Hey,
you did. You just fucking pulled yourself in here.
I didn't want the
This-
spider to get away with me, and there was a very convenient magic box sitting next to me.
Yes, there was.
I am going to. I'm gonna look at the barbarian, and I'm gonna go. You said don't use spinning bird kick. Bet. 100 thrust.
Roll a d20, Will.
Let's say, can I make it reckless?
Sure.
Reckless, alright.
15.
Oh no.
Roll 4d4.
There you are.
Did I declare a great weapon on that? I'm just thinking to myself now.
You
That'd be
didn't,
the
but you
attack roll.
could.
Yeah, this was a past tense. Like, could I have done that?
Yeah. I'll let you say you did.
Okay, let's say I did.
So you feel like you hear it and it's strange, and you just feel your hand sort of flatten into slaps, and you just start slapping the shit out of this fucking snake.
Woo!
Honda E Honda.
Damn it.
So do you get
How
strength on
much-
that one then?
How much damage am I doing? +2 because rage, I assume. Plus, how much is my strength bonus damage at this point?
+6.
+7.
No, we
That's
got you a
good.
very rare. It's +7.
Yeah, +7 from strength, and then +10 from great weapon.
Let's do for
Kill the
rage.
spider.
Gatsatsu.
No Zatsu scream, sorry.
No.
It is unhappy. It looks like the hits are not dealing as much damage as they would otherwise, but it is definitely the snake is
fighting.
definitely looks like it's on its last leg.
I can imagine the air quotes
Hey.
around leg.
And then I look over at Grandma, and I go.
Who's this grandma?
Oh. I look over at the small fire lady. Use Amber.
D20.
Small fire. Now with floating cape.
You send the fire, but you're focused on making sure your cave's floating. You look good. And you send the fire, and you do not hit it. It just slightly off to the right.
Okay, so I hit with a 6, but a 9 is too bad. Okay.
Wait, did you hit a 6 before? Oh no, I forgot
Uh-huh.
to. Oops.
You forgot the +5 on
I
that.
thought the +5
It is a 14.
was a 14. No, you do hit it. Roll your 2d8 and 1d4.
Controllers, what'd you say earlier when I was laughing my ass off? I didn't actually hear you.
The
It's
Sarah
a
didn't laugh.
10.
Ah,
10 is sufficient.
He's dead.
I feel like I've burned off all the Pokemon.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't.
You killed all the Pokemon.
Self-fulfilling
Pokemon
prophecy
battles.
when you disable your teammate.
Yes.
At this point, you see the sheep
Wait, what is
baha
that?
at you one more time, and then sort of like disappear, as like almost like it teleports away.
Hey, where'd he go?
Bye, Gerald. I hope you feel better.
It's still a metal spider we have to deal with.
Gerald the sheep.
It's on fire.
Gerald the sheep, yes.
Um,
I never heard a name like
I
Shigeru
believe
before.
it is my turn now.
it is technically
That's
your
because
turn.
It's Japanese.
Hey, hold up.
Unless
Japanese?
Deacon has more
Gerald,
things.
hold up. Gerald left, but where's my money?
There's a bag sitting where the sheep was. It looks like really fluffy.
A floppy bag? Okay.
Whose
His
turn was
Metal-
it, Cal's?
Yeah, it's cows.
We
The
are
outside
still
is
in
made out
initiative
of
order. He
wood.
can go grab the money.
I am punching the spider.
It's on fire.
I don't
He
care.
doesn't care.
That's what I thought.
You have
You
advantage.
see, that's not chaotic. That's being reckless and stubborn.
I
There's no.
didn't get to punch enough things today.
I mean, we're still in a Pokemon battle. Steel's clearly weak to fighting.
Did you roll, Will?
Great weapon.
Okay.
Does 23 hit?
23 hits. Roll damage.
It's-
27.
27. God.
He did choose Great Weapon
Did
Master,
you
and I approve every bit of it.
roll your second attack?
Great.
You punch into it and you can see it's hot, it's tangled, it's tied up.
I am going to forge it into something else with my fists.
It looks like it's leaking oil.
Great
Sure.
Weapon Master. 10 misses.
10 definitely misses. You've been wailing away at it,
Oh, yeah.
and you just
Sorry, I just realized it was Inserated and it would give advantage, but he's already. Never mind.
yeah. Well, no, I'm assuming the advantage is from that and not from reckless.
Man, one day I'll get to use the Great Weapon bonus attack.
You did it earlier though.
Well, yeah, but that kind of didn't really count.
So
Just
it
got-
is. It's
What, you did like
restrained, right?
52 damage.
Don't worry about it. I want to use it all. Anyways, I don't really have bonus actions, so
You want to drink an experimental elixir? You feeling thirsty? It's pretty hot over there.
sure, I'll drink a potion.
Roll a d10.
Oh.
Roll a
I love for
d4.
the amount of turns that Will gets, Will usually rolls a lot of die, even if he isn't doing anything.
No,
Just like roll a will save, roll a dex save, roll a strength save,
it's
roll
'cause
everything.
things target me.
I have to move stuff real quick.
I mean,
That's
that happens.
like,
You
okay,
stand in
good.
the middle of the enemies.
Get hit by tackle. Okay, roll that. Get hit by that. Hold that. It's like just keeps coming.
I am doing my job as the barbarian.
Okay, so
Martial
doing your
characters
job.
roll a lot of dice.
Mhm.
You can ignore these. They're just sitting on top of a box.
I'm just gonna dunk two very intimidating minis onto this map while I search for something. Pay no mind to them.
Yeah, they totally won't be
Oh
used on
my-
us later.
This isn't definitely isn't the second time they've shown up in the game.
Mhm.
Guys, I think we got bigger problems. Hey, Spider, you want to help us out? I think we got something bigger to deal with.
No, you're fine. Those things are clearly on the other side of the wall. You can't see them.
Yeah, they're with you.
The fuck did it go? Oh, there it is.
That's
Aha.
unfortunate.
Give me your best bear impression, Will.
Will's very good at rolling wild shape on experimental elixir.
I
Roar.
got nothing.
Okay. I said bear, not Arnold.
I'm
I was
gonna
about
go
to say,
with Legends.
Legends Bear sounded like it had indigestion.
Run that one
I
by me
have-
again. I did not hear you clearly.
I forgot how to do a Chewbacca impression. That's what I was gonna do.
I need to hear what D-Train said because I'm very confused.
Your
I
bear
said
has
your bear sound like it had indigestion.
Oh, okay.
Am I a bear now?
Yes.
Yup.
I believe specifically a brown bear because I've also had this outcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I am the barbarian.
You're just getting in touch with your more beastly side.
I
It's just
want
taking it literally.
Will
I can barely contain
make a con
myself.
save. Will.
This is
Okay.
impossible.
That's a
A
wow.
9.
That
the-
one.
Nat 1.
Nat 1, it's still a 9. Whatever that turns into.
Unbearable.
Oh, wait,
He's
no, I'm
not
not
in aura
next,
range?
Still
I'm
a
not
nat
next
one.
to this. I forgot I'm not next to the spider anymore.
It's a 1 no matter what.
Yeah,
The
it's
nat
still a
1
1.
rule does not apply to saves. It's the
I
same
know.
thing if you roll a nat 20 on a save.
I
You can
know,
still
I know.
fail.
Uh,
No,
It's
then
like-
it's still a 6, not a 9.
well, what happens?
So you see the spider sort of raise its head, and you can see little pincers click, and this beam comes from the top of its head and hits you. And
Okay.
it doesn't
I
hurt.
beam or what?
What?
Bro, am I
This
confused
isn't a Pokemon.
again?
Maybe.
Oh,
You're not
speaking of
confused.
which,
Confuse
God.
rate.
it takes 5 piercing damage at the top of its turn.
Oh, that's right. That's relevant.
When does heat metal proc?
Technically now. Roll damage.
You do that. No.
Oh, he has to proc it
Heat
himself.
metal-
It's
is-
once per turn
Okay, what
cycle. I
am
just don't
what's
know
happening
where.
to me?
Oh,
You can use a bonus action on each of
Guys-
your subsequent turns
guys.
to cause this damage again.
I'll get to it
So
later.
it's
Oh.
you
Yeah.
who does that.
You get this beam hits you, and you don't feel pain. You just don't feel anything at all, and you, as a bear, you sort of pause, and your muscles are stiff, and you sort of just collapse over. You feel paralyzed.
Okay.
A paralyzed bear.
It is
I
going to
forgot that he was a bear. Boy.
it is going to struggle
Very
against the vines, but it cannot get out.
Ursaring used body slam on Umbreon. It paralyzed. Umbreon has synchronize.
Um,
No, none of this makes sense. I'm very spitballing. Let's move on.
Trixie, your turn.
Oh, okay. And already on fire. What do you think happens if I put some grease on the burning thing?
That thing has to be really hot to ignite grease on contact, and I don't know the theoretical temperature that things reach with heat metal.
Very.
I mean,
Very
glow
hot.
red hot should be very hot. If metal glows red hot, it should be igniting grease.
Wait, Trixie's
Okay.
right. It does look hot.
Like, well, for metal to glow, it has to be like at least 1,000 degrees.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
So it's gonna be.
I also don't know
burning
what the
things.
spider's made out of. Like lead glows dummy early, correct?
Lead just melts. It doesn't glow.
It melts. It glows temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What
it's
you
either
doing,
a
Grandma?
really
Are you
dull
doing the
glow-
dex save thing?
Oh, no, I was thinking of gallium.
Dex.
The grease?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Can it dex save while ensnared?
I believe it has disadvantage. No, its speed is
Oh.
0. No, disadvantage on
double
dex
check.
saves.
Yeah.
That seems suspicious.
While restrained by the spell, creature.
I believe it's just he read the restrained status.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's restrained. That's all
Yeah.
it says.
So disadvantage on dex saves.
Sufficient.
It failed. Oh god.
Mhm.
I want you to roll. God. Roll 4d8.
I don't think it can take additional damage from this. It's already on fire.
I'm gonna count something. Roll
You
4d8.
can get hotter.
It's not getting hotter as much as there's fire somewhere where there wasn't fire before. Oh, you already did that. That's
Well,
23. So
Yeah.
as you drop this grease on it, it sort of seeps in between the cracks, and you see there burns and explosions coming from beneath just the outside layer of metal that's damaged. And the spider looks in rough condition at this point.
Oh.
Yep. Anything else, Grandma?
Hmm. I want to shatter on it. I mean, what is it? A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw, so I'm like, why not shatter it?
It failed. Roll damage.
More damage.
More damage. You blast and the ringing sound shakes it, and this creature sort of, you can see it sort of shifting and back and forth, looking entirely just in bad condition.
I'm sad that it didn't burst open. Legend, you're up with your bonus to just invoke the burn. Sure, it'll outlive.
All right. I'm gonna snap my fingers and do 2d8 plus 3.
All right, snap your fingers. 2d8 plus 3.
7.
Don't look at it too. Turn away from it.
Fucking Mustang.
Oh, and I
I
was
didn't
thinking
even think of
exactly
that.
The metal starts to melt more, and you can see like like the slices by shifting and collapsing in. It's still technically alive.
Are you kidding me?
Technically.
This thing has a lot of HP.
All right. What am I doing here?
You're finishing it. How do you want to do it?
I want to use Verdant Hammer, but I also don't want to light my good wood arm on fire.
Do y'all know what happens when something really hot cools down really rapidly?
Ice
It
Knife's not
breaks.
cold enough. It's like dumping a snowball on the sun. It doesn't work.
You know, a torrential wave would have been great.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard. I'm going to check my spell list because I don't remember my spells after I keep switching them after almost every rest. I'm gonna do like a fancy jumping stab that adds no damage but sounds cool.
Okay. Running that jumping stab.
Holy hell!
Oh, that does some damage, man. You style on it.
Beyond wants to auto crit. I'm just
that's
going
fine.
to roll 1d8. Plus 6 is 8, plus max is 16.
Wait, how you? Oh, you get to 16.
Yes.
You run forward and stab it with your sword, and feel like you get a perfect hit, and you feel your sword sort of scrape against it, and just look at it. The creature sort of turns its head and like shifts at you and stares at you.
Alright, I rolled a crit on something that's immune to my sword. That's just grand.
Wait, is that slashing damage or what is that?
I used a rapier.
That is slashing or
Slashing or piercing?
Piercing.
That's piercing.
Oh, I guess it's immune to piercing.
It kind of makes sense. It's just made of metal.
I mean, you said there were like cracks and stuff. Do I really get nothing?
You stabbed it like you.
You can aim for the joint in its legs or something. It's great.
Like, I understand the point with like this thing should be resistant to a sword. But you're telling me it's resistant enough that a nat 20 with a plus 9 did not break your imaginary DC for me to hit some weak spot?
It might be non-magical weapons because I've been hitting it.
Yeah, but with slashing, not piercing.
No, non-magical. Doc's longsword's plus 1 enough to be magical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
But it's also different damage type.
My rapier is infused with an artificer infusion. I'm pretty sure this counts now.
That does count now. Then yes, I forgot about that, and you forgot about that, and
How
I
do you
didn't think
want to
about
do
it. Yeah. Where do you want to stab it to kill it?
Can I see like any sort of eye?
Yeah, there's an eye.
All right.
He's gonna stab the spider in the eye.
You're gonna.
Yeah. You
You come down.
8 of them.
And you're able to stab it through one of the eyes, and you can see like sort of shift and jolt, and then it sort of powers down afterwards.
I say in paralyzed bear noises.
If the paralysis isn't wear off in like a minute, I'll use lesser restoration on him.
I don't know what a bear sounds like.
I mean, you
sound
do
more like
kind
a
of sound like
sheep.
you sound like you should have been hanging out with Jerry. Yep, nope, indigestion.
He's paralyzed, alright? It fits.
I don't have indigestion. I'm paralyzed. There's a difference.
Why not both?
I can't move my mouth enough to sound that in pain.
So what do y'all want to do?
I want to go grab my fluffy money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
fluffy
want
money.
to, you know, but like unparalyzed.
150 gold, T-Train.
Right?
You mean to add it?
Split 3 ways.
Okay.
Oh, because we fought
Oh
it?
yeah.
I will add the 50 gold for you then.
Thank
The rest
you.
of the contestants did not interact with the Pokemon battle. This makes enough sense.
So I get 50 gold, Grandma gets 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Alright,
Money!
I have
Add
to
that
ask,
or
Petroleus, were you
I've added it.
anticipating the Vortex Warp?
No.
Okay.
Was the spider supposed to be? Also, Hippo's just gone.
It's
Wait.
fine.
Where'd Hippo go?
As you finish, as the spider dies, you see the doors sliding open on your right and behind the stadium. The one on the left, you can see it pull, and finally she just breaks, and one of the doors opens, the other one sort of leans towards it. It's enough space to walk through easily enough, but it's definitely not supposed to be that way.
Is that
Which way did we come from, by the way?
You came from behind you. The one that's broken is the one
Came
Hippo went.
from
Originally.
Originally from the
we
right.
came from the south now. We came originally from the east, and we have north and west, and Hippo went through the west.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which
No, there's
way
3 doors in
does-
the stadium.
There's 4.
It was also
There's
said
4.
that there was one behind the dude,
Yep, there's
so
4.
there has to be 4.
I'm
One in
checking
each
the
direction.
map. I
East,
swear it
west,
was
and
3.
north.
It's 4. You're
There's-
right.
Yeah. Alright, which one of those exits did Hippo go through?
The one on the west.
The west one.
Oh, he's going towards the cubes.
It's a long walk to the cubes.
There may be something in between. I also don't know if how they're connected. Just like they're in this area somewhere.
Oh,
Did
I
anyone
say
see
in-
where Hippo went? Just, I don't know what happened. I was in a spider. It wasn't pleasant. I cooked it and then booked.
I
mean, guess Nasira's the only one that probably saw me leave, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the seriously one who would know where you went.
Yeah.
I relay that information.
Oh, are we going that way or are we going the other way?
Hey guys.
I don't know.
Hippo.
Hippo doesn't seem like he'd fare all too well by himself.
I mean, he
Hippo went
left
this
on his
way.
own.
Let's
I'm
go.
a bear.
We gotta catch up with
Can
them.
the dog speak bear?
No.
No, it's
He
bear.
did that before, didn't he?
Alright, so no
Yeah.
one can speak bear, because I was a dire wolf.
Yeah, he was
Then
that
it
wolf
made
last time.
sense.
No, then it made sense. Right.
Are you just remaining a bear?
He didn't drink a polymorph potion. This has the duration.
I mean, he can.
Oh.
I will let you choose to polymorph back or wild shape back, basically.
Oh, you know what? Being a dire wolf was fun last time.
We gotta stay bear.
Doesn't say what it
All right, come
I'm a
on, Cal
bear.
Bear. Let's go find Hippo.
I'm a barbarian. I gotta be a bear.
You found your persona.
Oh my.
As
Wait, bears can stand up and walk on 2 legs. I'm gonna
not
try
very
that.
quickly.
Not very quickly, but you can try.
As you are walking through the tunnel,
You get to roll performance if he does the 2
Yeah,
on
Oh,
2
walking
legs.
like a bear.
as you're walking through the tunnel, you smell.
Can I stop you for a second?
Sure. What's up?
What is a brown bear's charisma?
It's whatever Will's charisma is.
No. Grog can read. If it's higher, he uses the brown bear.
This is fair.
Yeah, the only thing that doesn't affect your mental stats on a transformation is wild shape. Everything else actually does change your mental stats to the animal.
Oh, does it?
Yes. That's my understanding of that rule.
Let me
All right,
check
what
to
am I?
see what this thing
How am I
does.
doing?
How do I?
Am I more charismatic?
So I have this as a wild,
I mean-
a forced wild shape.
Okay, so now we're good.
I'm pretty sure.
Your charisma
The
would be
polymer-
unchanged. It is 7. Do I
Yeah.
remember my numbers correctly?
6.
Do
Oh,
no,
still
you are more
-2.
charismatic.
I'm more charismatic now.
Yes.
Oh man, we did
A
it. We
very
had our own
charming
Grok
bear.
can read.
What is your wisdom?
13.
You are just as wise.
Very charismatic bear. He's just better.
Just
At, as you walk through this tunnel, I want who's in the lead?
bear.
Okay.
I'm riding bear.
All
For
right.
my impeccable sense of smell.
I want Kalidar and Suplex and
Actually,
Xenia.
that's a good point. We can also have Phoebe try to track Hippo.
Okay. I
Oh
want
yeah, bears have like stupid sense of smell. Do I just can I smell a hippo?
I would like uh Xenia and I guess Phoebe for that matter, and Suplex and Kalidar to all roll either nature or survival, your choice.
Nature or survival.
Yeah, whichever one's better.
Well, that's a nat 1 on Xenia.
and-
What do I roll?
and-
Do I
Does
roll?
the bear
So
smell
Xenia,
do
you
anything?
get advantage with Xenia.
Huh.
They would be using Phoebe's
That
stat
doesn't
block
help.
though. I don't know why Xenia would be rolling.
I'm just giving Xenia for a reason.
Okay.
Roll a
So what do I roll
d20.
for? Just roll 80, 20, and I
I'll
add.
just roll it like normal.
Wisdom.
I guess. A
Uh,
5.
said nature or wisdom. I did not want to use her intelligence modifier, therefore I will use her also +1 to survival,
You too, huh?
which is way higher than mine. That's a 19.
Okay. So, as you're walking, Suplex, you smell something fresh.
Okay, if Suplex can smell something, I should totally get advantage.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and get advantage. You're a bear.
Roll for bear.
Better, but not by much.
You are unused to being a bear.
Yeah, it's correct.
Suplex, you smell something as you're going. Xenia, Phoebe keeps saying something to you. Grass, outside, trees.
I know. I miss it too.
She senses it.
Oh, wait, what?
You able to notice that there is a path that goes off to the left from where you are. That it appears to be going past some number of rocks. And from that direction is where she senses it. That is a different direction though from where Hippo went. Hippo kept going forward.
How do we know that?
The dog's tracking.
Okay, so that's what also got smell.
Yes.
I'm
I
assuming.
mean, we came this way to follow Hippo, right?
Yep.
The outside sounds pretty neat, but we got priorities.
Okay.
You don't go in tall grass.
What you got against grass, Soupy?
Grass is.
Just stay out of it.
Quick question for you.
Hmm.
How quickly are you trying to get to the hammer?
I mean, probably fairly quickly,
Okay.
but
As you continue going through the tunnel, you start seeing an opening at the exit, and you walk out and you recognize what appears to be the area of the farm once more.
mhm.
You do see one of the Spriggan, and sort of stares at you. The last one that was surviving. It's much, or one. It looks similar, but it's much smaller. And he sort of looks at you and then waves.
I'll wave back.
He asks for you, and he reaches out for your hand.
Aww.
And he's going to pull you along, lead you to one of the farms.
Okay.
I'm going to hold you here for a little bit. Also roll a con save.
Con save.
Yeah.
Let's see, save con. Boop. 19.
As you're sort of walking, as you stretch out your arm to take his hand, you feel something on your side. It's like almost your side, your back. It feels not pain, but almost like there's something else weighing you down slightly.
Okay.
We're going back.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't take any damage in that fight. Okay.
Did you really not?
You had me and Legend both roll saves at the start of that spider attack, but only Legend got scooped up.
Yeah, because
Because
Petroleus
he
was like,
stood
you
in
passed
front
the
of it.
save. No, I'm not dodging. I want to push this thing away from us. Okay, you're bubbled now. Nice job, smart guy.
Yeah, but there's no damage attached to it. That's my point.
As you continue
Anyway.
walking past this smell, and as you're passing it, you feel, Xenia especially, you feel there's a part of you that really wants to go back. But you keep walking, and you start to see ahead of you light. And it's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the glow of the blue mushrooms as you exit, and you exit into this larger cavernous area, and it's incredibly familiar. This open space, and you look forward and you see a little Spriggan that's maybe about 4 feet tall. And he looks at you and tilts his head slightly, and he waves.
I wave back.
Mhm.
Wait, do
Hello
we
there,
recognize him
waves
as one of
back.
them from the village?
He definitely looks very eerily similar, just a little bit smaller, like he's regrowing.
Wait,
You can see the village
Oh.
beyond the Spriggan.
what?
They're made of
They were
plants.
described as planty. This checks out.
Okay.
They're Spriggans. They're like tree people.
I don't know what a Spriggan is. We just
Sorry.
called them Spriggans and never gave a description.
Oh, so, I'm sorry.
No,
Yes,
they were
yes.
described as planty.
Yeah.
They're tree
They're
people.
scarecrowy planty people.
Oh,
Yes. He said that.
okay. Yes.
He sort of waves his hand to suggest for you to follow. And as you sort of wander through, he brings you up to one of the farms, and there's Hippo sitting on a stump, being like poked at by some of the other Spriggans.
Why are they poking the hippo?
Hippo's becoming a Spriggan. He ate a seed, and it may or may not have been a bad idea.
Maybe.
Are you just sitting there and accepting maybe? Okay. Not pushing anything.
For the record,
Hello,
I meant that out of
Hippo.
character.
I know.
Mm.
This is on y'all. You all get to discuss this.
I've yelled hello hippo 3 times.
Hi guys, been waiting for you.
What you do?
Hanging out with some some of these lovely fools.
Why are they poking you?
I don't know.
Does it tickle?
A little.
What happened back there? You kind of took off on us.
I was feeling like I wasn't going to be much help there in that fight, so I thought I'd go on ahead.
And you found the village.
Yeah, I found the village.
Did you see the grass?
I don't think I saw the grass. Did
We
I?
should probably double back and go look at that now.
Yeah, it seemed like it might be a way out that we didn't know was there.
I still think we should stay away from the grass.
All right.
Goofy, you're awfully afraid of the grass. You got some explaining to do.
All right. Who
Bad
thinks
things
that
happen in
the
tall
grass
grass.
might be a sign that we can find a way out that way?
Maybe,
I
but
would
I
like to be cautiously optimistic, but
I was gonna get a show of hands.
cautiously optimistic.
maybe, but I'm not going back that way.
I don't trust
I'm
it.
still interested in finding this hammer of truth.
Oh, it is
I
like
mean-
right here, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's just a hammer.
Yeah, but I'm very intrigued.
You know, something about the Hammer of Truth is calling to me.
Or I guess
idea.
we can split up. They're not too far away.
I mean, that would work.
I mean
It's
that, or
doable.
we could also just go to the Hammer of Truth and then go back down because it's right there.
Okay, I just.
I can split if you want. Yeah.
No reason to split. Let's just go.
All right, let's see what the fuss of this hammer's all about.
You found it marked on the map. Did it say anything about it, or does it literally just say Hammer of Truth?
I don't remember what we said about it.
It just said Hammer of Truth.
Oh,
Okay. It just said Hammer of Truth, but I read a story once about a Hammer of Truth, and I was very intrigued by it.
what was the story about?
It's a story about a group of adventurers.
So, like us.
Yeah, like us, but slightly different.
Well, something about it gives me deja vu vibes.
You too.
Yeah.
No, let's just go get it. The bear starts sauntering off towards it.
And there he goes again.
Al sounds angry. We shouldn't let him get too far ahead of us.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a bear. He just sounds angry by default. No, yeah,
He is a bear. He just growled and ran off.
And
I don't
Do
think
we
a
have a
bear can be able to
Zachu
hear him.
translator?
yep.
So you all heading
Probably-
towards the hammer as a group?
It's funnier to assume the translation doesn't happen.
Okay, fine.
The animals also only last 10 minutes. It's not like an hour.
And then the
8
bear
hours.
starts sauntering out over.
So
Well,
as
me
y'all
too,
start,
because I'm still riding bear.
I want to ride the
Shotgun.
bear.
Multiple people could probably ride the bear. Bears are big.
as y'all start walking, you notice that there is a spriggan that sort of seems to be following Hippo, coming up every once in a while, poking me in the back, and then letting him walk a little bit further, walking a little bit faster, and poking me in the back.
Off
Like,
the bear and start doing the same.
It's not the same. It's not like hard. It's not doesn't hurt. It's not like it sort of tickles a little bit, but like not a lot. It's like just confusing. And he follows you throughout the entire village. The kids wave as you walk past. The large amphibious person also looks confused to see you walk past the village, but gives you a gentle wave. And you're able to get to the northernmost exit relatively quickly.
Petroleus.
Yo.
As I join in with the Spriggan, I'm also adding the sound effect. Woo-hoo.
As you poke Hippo.
Yes.
Good enough.
Damn it.
Is that a Winnie the Pooh thing? Or?
Yeah, it's a Pillsbury Doughboy thing.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Spriggan leaves you as you walk away from the last farm, but waves once again. As you all start walking through the northernmost tunnel, it is darker than before. Like there don't seem to be any mushrooms growing here. Those you can see well enough. But you notice there's
Bears see good at night.
I don't think bears have. Bear has keen sense, does not have dark vision.
All right, I'll hop back on there.
Okay.
As you keep walking down the tunnel, at one point you just sense that you're in a zone of truth.
It feels
Good thing
familiar.
I'm a bear.
Kind of.
No one can understand.
The moment I feel the zone of truth start to take hold of me, I take a step back because I'm very suspicious of it.
I completely stay silent. I do not talk.
I'm just imagine Kyle and I are just making bear noises all the time. He's asking people questions, but you don't know what he's asking, so we're good.
I mean,
The hammer's the only one that has to know if it's exactly as written prior.
As you keep walking, those you those you stop on the edge, and you're about halfway through this tunnel, and it's dark, and you hear movement around you of other people going. Those you keep moving feel this. It's not a pressure, but it's almost a demand. And you walk. You get into the end of this tunnel, and you see the room is not that large, just maybe 20 feet diameter.
Can I
25 feet.
stop you?
Sure.
For those of us that have stopped, can we see the room?
You can see. Do you have dark vision?
No.
No.
I do.
All right. Upon
I'm-
leaving the zone of truth I'm skipping a step. Did I hear the other creatures that you were describing?
The other creatures are just the other parties, members of the party.
I
That's
am
us.
going forward, and I have light on myself. You can see.
Yeah, then
Oh,
yes,
wait, I'm
you can
still-
see going into the room. The tunnel's not that long.
Wait, I'm still in starry form, so I'm glowing. For...
Sure. Okay. Then yes, then you can see the rest of the tunnel. It's not that long. You can sort of see that the room is there. It's 50 feet, 50, 60 feet long tunnel. It's not a very long tunnel, but you're maybe 30 feet into it when you feel the zone of truth. So it's still a fair distance until the end of the tunnel. You can see that there's a room. You don't get good details from it at this point, though. You see the
And
rest of the
those
party
of us
entering.
who do go into the room.
As you enter the
I'm
room,
going to double ask this question because I'm very confused. I swear you said that there were other creatures that we heard. Is that incorrect?
Us.
you hear the rest of the party.
That's it. All
Rest of
right.
the party.
Proceed.
Yeah. I forgot about the starry form and the light cantrip on yourself. Those of you who walk into the room is not very big. It's about 25 feet in diameter, and it is very much orb-like, just almost smooth walls in a circular dome, with at the center this very small, maybe 2 foot tall pedestal with the base of a warhammer jammed into it at the center, and this long staffed and large hammered warhammer sitting above it. There is a large crystal, a large ornate gem in the center of the warhammer that shines green, almost illuminating the room with a dull light.
Is
Who all
the-
went in?
I did.
I think everyone who's
I
not
did.
Narcera and Arcalcos.
Okay.
oh, didn't Nasira go in? I thought that's
I
also
thought I
only
looked
said she's
away.
not saying anything.
Oh,
but
you looked
going
away.
in.
Okay, so Arcalcos is the one who specified they're not going in.
Mm-hmm.
Can we tell specifically that the zone of truth is emanating from this thing?
Yes.
I think I can tell.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Control, you said earlier I could unbear. Was
Yes.
that when I wanted?
Yeah, I'll let you
I'm
unbear
gonna
when you want.
unbear now.
Okay. I'm assuming you're waiting for people to get off of you before you do.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a strength check.
Me?
Yes,
He
you.
has a carrying
Yes.
capacity of whatever 25 strength gets him. Does he need to do that?
My
Yes.
carrying capacity is 1,500.
Do a strength check anyway. You were bear, now
Fine,
you're
I have
not.
advantage because
I know.
of bear.
Yes,
16.
good enough. You do not get you unshift and you are just sort of holding Narcera and Suplex.
Or no, get off.
Okay.
I slime back into the
So
bag.
you can stay in the back.
Yep. I
Yeah,
slime into the
you
bag.
you can tell the zone of truth is emanating from this hammer. It's just sort of pulsing. The magic's almost just pulsing from it.
Actually, no, wait. I nod. I don't.
So
I still don't
if
speak.
no one else is gonna stop me, I'm gonna grab that hammer.
I was gonna try to do it myself, actually.
You want to go?
I'm staying far away from that thing.
Same. I am not talking.
I'll drop you
Wait,
off here then.
I mean, if you're
I'm-
scared of talking around a zone of truth, that just means you're lying all the time, which
Exactly.
immediately makes me not
Yes.
trust you.
I was originally a rogue. Remember that.
You did bat an eye at me staying behind.
Listen, as long as none of us ask each other questions, we're good.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
That is a question.
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
That is an answer.
Cal, what do you
you see
actually
the
use-
the hammer pulse after Trixie asks the question and then stop.
Cal, what do you use this weapon if you actually got it? You like punching things.
Situationally, yes.
I mean,
And once more, it pulses a few times and then stops.
I try to pick
I-
it up.
I mean, I was gonna say I was the
I
one
don't
who
even
wanted
know
to
if I
come here. I
can.
kind of wanted to get in
Like-
there and grab it.
So both Trixie and Hippo both reach for it and both sort of stop at the same time, I'm assuming
What?
being polite. I'm sorry, Xenia and Hippo. I'm gonna keep doing
I'd
it.
always do things that I never said I would do.
The Greek is very good at confusing specifically the three ladies. I don't know why.
I don't
Never
confuse Nasir with anyone. I just
Alright,
say Nasir's name wrong.
Since now's a good time to ask questions, yo, Hippo, would you use the hammer?
I would potentially, depending on what its abilities are.
I mean, it's a war hammer. You're a wizard. Those two don't really mesh.
Those of
It's
you
the hammer of
with
truth. That's what
I-
I'm. Its ability with truth is what I'm interested in.
Arky, are you the only one who could use identify, or I forget who else can or can't?
I assume Zini is shouting down the tunnel. I don't think anyone else has that, but I don't want to touch that thing. I got
Hey,
a
if
bad
none
feeling
of us
about
ask
this.
you a question, would you come in here and identify it real quick?
No.
That was a
Okay.
question.
I'm out of
Yeah, he-
range.
That was a question.
Shut
Well,
up,
he's
I'm out of
not-
range.
I know. I'm just trying to make a big deal out of nothing because it's fun.
As you're saying stuff, you start to hear footsteps coming from one of the other. There's actually another tunnel leading into this room.
I'm
Looks
gonna
like-
shout
Some-
who's there as soon as I hear this.
I should
So you
have
don't
one of
hear
you
it.
grab-
It's coming from
Yeah.
not behind, not
Hey,
you, but
what-
there's another tunnel from the room.
Never mind.
Hey, one of you better grab that hammer before someone
I-
shows up.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
am
grab
definitely
before any
grabbing it.
stranger can.
Let Hippo. Let
Roll sleight of hand. Who's
I'll get it.
faster?
just let Hippo get it. He wants it.
Hippo, roll a strength check.
More like a pull the thing out of the stone kind of thing.
Advantage roll. 8.
Avoided the net one.
You grab the
Still
hammer
don't
and
think
sort
you're
of
gonna pull it out.
pull, but it's sort of just stuck in there.
All right, next contender.
Damn it.
Does anyone speak Dwarf?
Yes.
Okay. You
Oh,
hear
you.
3 different voices going back and forth. One is singing a Dwarfish song. Something about drinking and eating and just songs and just all sorts of stuff. One of them's telling him, "I hate this song. Stop." The other one's saying, "No, I don't hate it, but you're being too loud." And
All
Right.
Yo, Fairy, you want to try pulling the hammer out now?
Are they in the chamber with us already, or we can
They're
just hear the
coming
voice?
down.
you can hear them arguing coming down the tunnel.
I'll try to let it before they get here. Yeah,
Roll the strength check.
that is a
Wow.
14.
You pull on it, and it's stuck in there fairly hard.
I'll
All
try it.
right, all
I
right.
wanna
Step
try
aside,
it.
guys. I got this.
I want to try it just for shits and giggles.
All right, let's see how you
I
pull.
should guidance myself.
I'll let the snake go first. Yeah, this sounds funny.
13.
You pull at it, and again, doesn't budge.
Yeah, so I
I
thought.
mean, that was
Alright.
still not bad for having no plus.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Um,
This counts
If you
as
pull it
pulling,
out,
lifting, or
um,
something, right?
If you pull it out, is it attuned to you automatically, or
You're skipping
Most
steps.
likely not.
You can unattune.
Attunement
Yeah.
takes a short rest.
As you
Yeah,
start
I'm-
grabbing the hammer, you hear a voice behind you. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to pull the hammer.
I mean, is he saying that in common or in dwarvish?
In common. And you see,
Um,
Will, I will let you roll your strength check. The rest of you see
advantage
this
because bear.
3 Druger just sitting there. One is wearing this
Oh my god.
mechanical looking armor, with different pipes and shifting tubes going around the armor, with a large mace at his side. One of them appears to be in a robe with using a staff to walk. He's got a thick beard and no hair on top of his head. And the last one is holding a pair of bagpipes as he's sort of squeezing in and out. And sort of looking between the two. Everyone's like with this smile on his face.
He was the one playing the music, singing the
Hey, does this
song.
hammer belong to one of you three guys?
And you see the first one, the large armor, open his mouth, and before he gets slapped on the back of the head, he goes, "Don't lie," says the wizard, and he goes, "Does it? But he does want. But our friend here does want it."
Eh,
No.
What's going on in there?
Does my 17 do anything?
No, you pull at it, it stays
Yeah, I
stuck.
didn't think so.
Can I distract them? Wait, yeah. Can I distract them just by asking them constant questions
You can ask
while we
questions.
just get the hammer?
Just ask
Can
the
I
questions.
can I try again while he's distracting?
Can I help him? Can we like yank it out together?
Yeah. Well, I'll get in there too and help.
Yeah, all three of us.
So as
Yeah.
the 3 of you start doing that, you see the big one with the armor. So reach over and grab it too. It's like, no, I want to help too.
All right, yeah, get in here, buddy.
Will roll an advantage, and I'm also
I
gonna
will guidance this.
Is that
because
a-
I'm
that's a
remembering to
nat
this
20.
time. Never mind.
Okay. This feels good.
Am I distracting the other two?
they're just sort of sitting back watching.
No.
So you're able to pull it out, but as you sort of lift it out, you see the one of the armor still holding a grip on it, almost like just right below your hands. He's staring. He's like,
I have a nat 20, my guy.
"You're right."
Nat 20 to pull, not a nat 20 to be prepared to have a tug of war.
I
I
would
should have
imagine
the
he's
strongest grip on it.
You
I would imagine Cal is lifting the hammer
I
up,
am
and the
lifting
dwarf
it
is
straight
dangling.
above my head. That is
roll
the direction I was going.
roll a con. I need you to roll another strength check for me. This one is not an
Cool.
advantage.
I'm a bear.
No,
Bear
not
Barian,
anymore.
You have
I thought-
advantage?
Yeah, I was about to say no. You're
No,
not.
Barbarian advantage
Oh.
on strength checks used to pull, lift, or push objects.
You're not a bear anymore. Though.
I would
You-
still like you to not roll an
It's-
advantage.
His
Okay.
subclass would give him that if this
That's
was
a
not an
3.
exception.
So you
Can
sort of
I rage?
let me finish. You pull and lift, and you see the guy sort of pull it back down, and it seems like you should have more strength. You are definitely bigger than him, but his magical features seem to be pulling him back down.
Okay.
It's
Also,
not-
I shouted, "What's going on in there?" and no one answered. The hammer should have blasted
We're-
someone by now.
We're busy.
The hammer doesn't care.
you do
You're
see
not
the
in range.
Yeah, you're not in range.
you do
I
see the
swear
hammer.
the target of the question has to be in range and not the asker.
No, all have to be in range.
Anyways,
We
how
just have
does
versions
this
of
poll
hammer.
contest go?
He has a solid grip on it, but he looks at you as, "We can do this fair. We can offer a trade for it."
Arm wrestle.
I'm listening.
The trade.
How about this? How about my brother Grimir plays you a song, and if someone can beat his song, then you can keep it. And you see the one with the bagpipes give a giant smile,
It's an
and the
instrument?
wizard covering his face.
Your instrument is a sack.
It's okay, guys. I can give.
Bagpipes.
I think I still have woe, so I
Yeah.
can decrease his roll for performance.
Yes, you can.
Audio died.
We have a
Oh.
paladin aura. And
I look towards
does that count?
Sophie. You think you got this?
Cracks knuckles.
The
I think
hammer
I can
is on
manage
the line.
something.
This is for one of you guys, buddy. I don't want this thing.
I think I can manage. Although I think I should stay the hell away from that thing.
What do I roll for woe?
I reach towards the door for a handshake with the other hand.
There are so many of you scared of just telling the truth. What's wrong with that?
He's all right.
Rogue.
You first.
You're not a rogue.
Yeah.
I know. I just said I used to be a rogue.
Suplex.
All right,
Roll your
Soupy,
performance.
lay it down on him.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
What's the hammer's radius?
30 feet or something? Oh.
Trying to
Okay,
remember.
so I roll a d6.
Oh, before
If you're
Soupy
saying the
goes,
same thing that I used, then I could just hit it.
Yeah, what
yeah,
is it? It doesn't
before
say.
Soup starts. Okay.
Look at my
Before
homebrew
Soupy
computer.
starts playing, I'm gonna ask the Droger. Y'all aren't planning to cheat, are you?
And you can see the one with the bagpipes. Grimir just sort of says like, "I would never cheat in song." He points very specifically and he says the last part is like, "I appreciate the concept."
I mean, the winner of
I
the
look
song
towards the
contest.
magic-looking one specifically.
I mean, I look at towards the magic-looking one with a counter spell ready in case he does try something.
And I have
What
my
about
D6
you, magic-y one?
ready.
Okay, if he wants to play it fair, I will also play it fair.
Because, I mean, I can do a lot of things, but I don't think I
can
need to
also.
use my brother's. Like, you can see him over cast a spell. He makes a giant purple hand. And his brother sort of steps on and he raises the hand up, so the bagpipe Grimir is level with you. He's like, "Go on, you play first." The
So
wizard
I'm playing
casts the make
first,
his
eh?
hand. Yes.
Was
I
it
did not get
Alright.
an answer.
Lay it on him.
He has.
What was your
I mean,
question?
zone of truth is 60 feet.
He said that he had no intent. He had no need to. He felt his brother could do it.
Answer for hammer radius, but if you were also using 60 feet, that is my answer.
Okay.
Is that a yes to
Come
60?
on.
Yes.
Come
Well,
on,
that's
roll
All right.
lame.
Do you have initiative? Do you have...
It's fine. It's fine.
I want
What?
Zatsu to
That was
roll your
supposed to be a
woe
19.
Okay.
because you said you want to.
Okay, you roll a disadvantage.
5. That's a pretty solid roll.
Also, you roll a disadvantage with the dwarf, and you get to roll again, Soup, because I use silvery barbs to
Oh.
distract him and encourage D-Train
All right.
to.
D-Train, roll it again.
Thank you. Thank you.
D-Train gets
Alright.
advantage, and he gets disadvantage.
That's much better.
Okay.
23. This sounds good.
So he gets the lower number, and he still needs to lower it by 5.
What instrument are you using again? Is it the drum or something else?
He uses
Not a loop.
Switch to loot.
Gotta loot,
I
the
have the drum.
kabang.
El
The
Cabal.
drum was El Kabong.
So you start playing and it feels just off, and as you keep playing though, with Grandma's magic, with Trixie's magic, you feel yourself retrying and retuning, and the song ends up being very nice at the end.
Sorry about that. I hit someone with this last week.
You see the Grimir clap, like genially clap, and he's I like it, and then the wizard's like, and now the bagpipes. And Grimir starts playing a song, and you can tell that he is better than you by a significant amount.
Even with the -5.
But with
Oh,
as Nasira uses her woe, and as the silvery barbs take into effect, you see the quality decrease, and he's slightly worse.
Evie, unprompted, starts
Slightly.
howling at the sound of bagpipes.
Why
Slightly worse.
only slightly? Oh,
And
Just a
the,
level
Well,
20 bard.
the wizard pauses after the end. The wizard stops covering his ears. I hate that stupid instrument. I hate it so much. And the other brother claps and goes, "It was great. His was better though." Grimir's like, "Oh," and just shakes his head. The dwarf lets go of the hammer. He goes, "Disappointed, but a deal's a deal."
a deal is a deal.
kill him.
I'm going
Oh.
to approach Kaladar and ask
What?
if I can have the hammer from him.
What?
What are you doing
Sean.
with another performance?
Real quick, can I like have the stats for the hammer
Twitchy
in my
finger, sorry.
inventory or something so I can see it?
It's basically a regular warhammer.
And is that like
Never mind that I'll just
is that a great weapon?
Zone of truth, 60 feet radius. Any person within the radius that asks a question to another creature within the radius forces the recipient of the question to answer the question and answer it truthfully. If they fail to answer or answer falsely, they take something like
56.
3d10 psychic.
5d6.
5d6.
Yeah, if I remember
Radiant.
correctly, it's 5.
On that psychic.
Yeah, it blasts you with green energy.
Radiant damage.
Oh, the Warhammer of Truth just is a thing.
Yeah, it's Grandma's
Okay.
thing, but
Frankie
it's a
had
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's grabbing it?
I have it
I-
right now.
Yeah, he has it, and I'm asking him if he would give it to me.
But you're not using the requirement for attunement that I put on it, right?
I am.
Don't know what that is.
I mean, I had the requires attunement by a cleric or paladin on it, but
Oh, then no, probably not.
I was gonna say that would be very unfortunate.
like
you
with
actu-
that,
actually-
it would only work for Xenia. So I was like, you gonna use that or not?
That's part of
I-
it. So technically, that's part of the warhammer. Yeah, attunement by cleric or paladin.
Mm-hmm.
You can still carry it
So-
around. It's still warhammer. It just doesn't have. What does it do with attunement?
I would finally have an attunement item.
I still have desire for it.
Let's see.
Would you actually use it?
I
No.
would actually consider
It's
changing
just a
class at some
normal.
point to use it.
It's a normal stat Warhammer, right? There's like no
Yeah,
magic.
it's just
I mean,
just a
Yeah,
common Warhammer.
yeah.
Like it doesn't really even do that much damage. It does 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 3.
Yes,
Well, that's because
but it has the 5d6 potential damage.
Yeah, yes.
For you if you fail, and it's not limited. You can ask questions a lot faster than you can attack.
What's the
Is it
attunement
at all
required for?
selective with
Can
its magic
we
effect?
establish what attuning to this thing does? Because it is activating with nobody attuned to it. It sounds like it doesn't need attunement.
I'm looking at it. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything about it too.
It
Oh
doesn't
no,
read it either.
punishment time.
Wait, yeah. If attuned to a creature,
So you can see after pulling it out that the zone of truth has shrunk, and now the glow on the hammer is minimal.
Yeah, usually it was like the zone is only there when you're attuned, but I guess
and you
that
have
thing was
to.
in that
Okay.
zone and
It
had
was
some weird
attuned to
condition
a
with it.
pedestal.
Yeah, it was attuned to the pedestal, I guess.
So someone roll an investigation check.
I will.
Okay.
I am none the wiser to the fact that the zone of truth has
No.
shrunk because I can't see it and I was out of range. I'm just sitting here.
Investigation.
So as you sort of look at the pedestal, you notice that there is up here at the base there's a bone hand that's no longer holding onto the staff.
That's
Oh.
funny.
I
It's the last user.
immediately use
The
divine
last
sense
user.
to make
Bro,
sure it's
you
dead.
can lie, but you have to beat a wisdom save of 25.
20. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
an idea,
Yes.
but I have an
That's
idea.
You should not
insane.
lie.
I don't know if I want
Julius.
to go
What,
through
Doc?
with it.
I said I immediately use divine sense to make sure that's actually dead.
Yeah, that's actually dead.
Okay.
I have an idea, but it's kind of fucked up.
It's a very large hand, by the way, but
Uh-huh.
But I've also wanted to do nothing.
God, Calidar just here sitting here contemplating what to do with this hammer.
Controllers, I'm gonna message you the idea.
okay.
Fuck it.
Arky's still sitting about 60 feet away from the rest of the
Hey,
party,
yo,
just lost and
Arky!
forgotten.
Yo, Arky,
Yup,
we
huh?
pulled the hammer out.
You know it's safe in here, right?
Huh? What happened?
The hammer's out. You can come in now. Or at least come in further.
I cautiously approach until I feel the presence of a zone of truth.
No presents.
I have made it to the rest of the party. All right.
Yep.
Y'all figure
So
anything
funny.
out about this thing? I'm still suspicious.
I mean, you can cast
Oh, you can
identify
cast
on it.
identify on it.
That was the question.
Identify it.
I'm gonna touch it, and if the zone of truth does not affect me, I will identify it.
So as you touch it,
Man, what you got to
there's
hide?
nothing. Zone of truth. There's nothing that you can tell. When you cast identify, it does identify as the Warhammer of Truth.
What a surprise!
Requires attunement by cleric or paladin.
Grandma
still
has
want it?
messaged me a link to the Warhammer of Truth stat block.
He said he did already.
Yep,
All right, cool.
Just to confirm, we lost the bet, right?
No,
we
you won the bet.
We won the
okay.
bet. I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could have also looked at Frankie. He has it.
Upon hearing that it can only be attuned by a paladin or cleric, I'm asking Hippo once again, are you sure you want this? You can't really use it.
And also, as a player, it is a strength weapon, and you have a -2 to strength, so it's -2 to attack and damage when you use it.
-2 with advantage. It's fine.
That's
I don't
not
think that applies
attacks.
to attack rolls.
That's not
Yes.
attack rolls.
That's just saving
But
throws.
yes, I still want it.
I mean,
Why do you want it? Asking in character.
I want it because I have potential uses for it.
Are you willing to
Oh.
share that
can't-
with the class?
you can't use it. I'm real curious here.
I can't use it
He's
now.
not, I was gonna say he's not gonna.
Oh, okay. You want to become a cleric. I see.
Then do you mind if I use it in the meantime until it's a little more useful to you?
I mean, I guess you can attune and unattune to it, so...
Yeah, you can give people back and forth weapons if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, just to test it out.
Okay, listen, Hippo. Until you think you can use it, I think it's better in the hands of someone who can currently use it.
I very much don't think it's good in the hands of the one person that can use it.
It can do something though, which is better
Yes,
than
and that is
nothing.
what I fear is what it could potentially do.
Oh, so you don't want it to be active.
Yes.
I also agree with the Hippo.
I agree too.
I
You
just
know,
don't want
you-
anything to do with this thing.
You know what? You
I
make a
knew it.
very convincing argument. I hand him the hammer.
I don't want to walk
Thank
around
you.
with the zone of truth active at all times.
Yeah.
For our party's sake, I think it's a bad idea.
I gave him the hammer.
I would like to point out that Hippo would need 4 more levels before he can use this item.
No.
Okay.
But
He
Do
cannot
I?
become a cleric or a paladin.
oh,
Oh.
does he not have enough?
Oh
That-
yeah.
He needs
Still
he
better
needs
than-
a wisdom.
Still better than
8
walking.
wisdom? I have
Zone
more
of
than that.
Truth.
No, 13.
No,
You
it's,
have to have
it's
13.
13.
You need
Wait.
13 wisdom, or
You need an
There's
13
ASI
one?
wisdom
to.
for cleric and way too fucking far away for paladin.
13
Yeah.
wisdom, that's just one more wisdom. That's
4 levels away without alternative methods.
There are alternative methods, sir.
And the DM would have to present
Oh, we
them
just gotta
to
find
us.
them. Well, okay, I would retcon giving him the hammer if I knew that information, but that's kind of metagaming. So
Y'all have been metagaming since before you walked in the room. None of us should know what this hammer does, and I've been the only one role playing as if I didn't. I'm
we
asking
felt
questions as
that
normal.
there was a zone of truth.
Yeah, we knew there was a zone of truth, and
That doesn't mean you're compelled to do anything
I
like
mean,
speak.
yeah. I mean, I didn't care
I mean,
about it. I
if
didn't.
this
Acted
if
like
this
there
I
was
was
a
hammer
zone
asking
of
if
truth.
this
questions like
hammer
normal.
is just like the other, you know that you're part of the zone of truth and have to speak truth.
And you didn't know anything about the damaging effect of the hammer.
Yeah.
Well,
You should
it
know
does-
that. You should know that
What
you
was
get
the
damaged if you
description?
lie.
I'm pretty sure it said like the people know what happens.
Yeah.
Nor does a zone of truth compel you to speak normally.
Doesn't.
Blah, blah, blah.
Correct.
It
But
does
the hammer
not.
The
makes
creature
the
is
hammer makes
aware
you.
of this effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not clarify that this time. I apologize. That's on me.
It says very specifically they know it's a zone of truth and what will happen depending on their answer.
I mean,
Creature
I'm
is aware
bad
of the
at
fact
playing
the
as
answer will
normal
have.
when I have additional information, which is why I don't like browse the wiki for everything I can get my hands on. And I also am pretty sure that even if I was just given the information that there was a zone of truth coming from an unknown source, I would not want to progress.
Eh,
I don't know.
I
Sure.
don't know. I don't have a problem with
All right.
speaking the truth
Hippo
usually.
has the
so-
hammer now.
Hippo-
What's happening
Hippo doesn't
next?
tell lies, so he doesn't mind being in a zone of truth.
Yeah, y'all already know everything about Keller.
So at this point, the dwarves are gone. They have left. While y'all are
They
discussing
just
where.
left.
Yeah, they just left. They didn't get the hammer. They left
Aw.
without it.
I wanted to play a song with him.
Where do y'all want to head now? Do you want to head back towards the
That
village?
grassy patch was very curious. Pretty sure we were gonna go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were gonna go to the grass.
I still vote against. going
Also,
to the
are we
grass.
gonna like stay a long rest at the village or at the farm on the way?
Nah, we're
Because
good.
it's
don't
also
we?
like
slots.
6:30.
Yeah. It's also
I
getting
want
late.
spell slots, and it's 6:30 a.m. and I'm like, I don't want to just go further beyond.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Grandma is kind of at Devil's Bloods. He doesn't want to stay up all night.
I can go to bed when he wakes up, but that's gonna be messy. But
Yes.
So what I will do is I'm going to fast forward this slightly. You head back towards the other tunnel. You take a short rest in the village. As you get
What is the in-game time?
at this point it is a little bit into the afternoon. Let's
Yep,
say
Dungeons and Dragons.
The short rest button just does not work.
as you get into this area, you start smelling the grass as you get closer. You take this alternate tunnel, and you start to notice that instead of mushrooms, you're seeing actual grass and leaves and vines, and you start the tunnel's
Yay.
walking down, and you're walking through it, and it's the sweet scents and calming. And you walk in, you notice there are tree bark across the wall instead of just stone. And as you keep walking in, you get further in, and it's very familiar. And the trees seem to be twisted and going up the walls, and it feels like the fairy forest from before.
Hmm.
And
Was it?
eventually, go on.
Do we see any signs of current inhabitants?
It doesn't look like it. There are, as you advance further in, you do see what appears to be the fairy houses, but they're coming from the ceiling. And you're still definitely in a cave, but there's definitely trees, and it looks like the roots are meshing into this little building hanging from the roof. When you look in them, you see little beds, and you see this definitely set up as though this was a village, but there's no inhabitants that you see. But you do see at the far end of the cavern you're in a large palace made of the roots.
Well, that seems fancy.
You advance upon the palace, and you see where there would be a throne, a wooden pedestal, fancily built up through roots that are coming from the ground, and a long sword sticking from the end in a wooden sheath. And
Is it?
Hey.
Does it just look like a normal sword? Anything off about it?
the hilt is oak. It looks like it's wrapped in leaves where the grip would be. The leaves are wound tight and look like they're almost leather. Um, it looks just to be a sword, but it's very much plant based, it appears. You can't see the
I'm
blade
gonna nudge the
itself.
fair. Oh,
It's in it is in a sheath, so you can't see the blade itself, but something about this blade calls out to you, Xenia.
I'm gonna nudge the fairy and say, "Yeah,
Wait,
this one
did you
looks
say
like
it was
it's for
like
you."
stuck in something, or is it just sheathed and sitting there, like on the ground or
It's
something?
sheathed and sitting on a pedestal, basically. Something's holding it up, basically. Like these roots are coming up and like
Oh,
sort of
okay.
twisted around it,
Master
like
Sword pedestal.
except it's
I'm
holding
starting to
held in a
feel
sheath.
more and more like the DM is leaning into the fact that there is somebody with identify.
So it's just sitting on a pedestal in its sheath. It's not stuck in the pedestal, right?
It's not. It's being so. There's a pedestal at the base, and it's like basically branches wrapping up, holding it in upright position, almost like the
Okay,
branches are presenting it.
I'm gonna be a little careful about this. I'm gonna try to just hold it by the sheath
Okay.
and untangle it from whatever this is, and I'm gonna carry it over to our Calco so we can identify it.
As you approach it, you see the vine sort of twist and turn and move, and almost
Oh,
lift the sheath up and present it to you. You reach out and take the hilt, or take the edge of the sheath. The vine seems to unwrap and come back down, and go across the floor where the pedestal is. It's very well as you're holding the blade, it's very well balanced. And it just something about it pulses life within your hand.
yeah. I don't want to touch the sword or the
Oh no,
hilt directly until I know
just
until I
in
know what it is.
as Arcalcos uses identify, he's slowly examining it, and it's an ancient sword.
Is it like a druid sword or something?
And as you
I'm also going to message you the text block for identify because it's a lot.
yeah. I'm waiting for it because there's a few very specific things that I want to know if it asks about.
I'm curious.
Everyone's getting fancy new toys this session.
It does specify, so as you identify it, you're able to identify that it is a magic item. It must be attuned to a paladin. It does have, it appears to have 5 charges. Though you're not 100% sure what the charges are for yet. and it appears it does have a number of spells connected to it, though they seem to be hidden. From the best you can tell, it is uncursed.
Oh, you tell them, huh?
Yes, this one doesn't say it's cursed. As you finish identifying it, you're unable to identify a name. It looks like its name is one that's lost. It's not a. It appears to be a weapon that you cannot name somehow. As you sort of gather around the sword looking at it, you hear a voice behind you of what appears to be a young voice. Like, oh, good. It chose you. You turn towards the voice and you see what appears to be a fairy in nice regal armor. But they're definitely a ghost.
It didn't choose me. It chose this one.
Who are you?
Yes. Oh yes, I guess my name would be important. I put these papers together for you for a reason.
Fumbling DM noises.
Yeah, following DM noises. That's wrong sheet of paper. My name is Morningtide.
Subtle.
And that's going to be the end of the session tonight.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
Okay.
that sounds like a fancy weapon.
All right, Doc posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gifts and has recapped the entire session. Or no, I counted grandma's. 5
It's
gifts.
not all of those. Zatsu also put one up.
No, I tried to count specifically yours.
Okay.
What'd I pick up?
All right. Did y'all have fun tonight?
I am intrigued.
I
You
had
got a
fun with a lot of this
fancy
session,
Doc.
but I disagree with having the Warhammer of Truth in a long-term campaign,
Doc,
and that's
what'd you
just
say?
me. There is not much to argue about it. I don't like this item.
What did
That's
I pick
fair,
up?
and I will find a way to make it less damaging.
It's not that damaging.
It's just a free zone of truth. It's
Doc, what'd you say that I picked up?
I said you posted one of the gift gifs that Legend was probably counting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to point out it's not a free zone of truth. The hammer only activates if I or ask someone else directly a question or they ask me. Like
Yep.
if you two other
I'm still
people are
not
nearby
okay with
talking, it doesn't activate.
I'm still not okay with it.
So
it's a directed free zone of truth.
yeah.
Nope.
All right. With that, I'm going to cut the stream, but I hope you all had. I hope anyone who was watching enjoyed it, and thank you for coming.
Yeah.